Hey, everybody, come on in. We see you out there, even if you're not awake yet. We're daylight savings times here in the States. So we had to have a big discussion this morning exactly when we were on the air this morning. But we're here. We're here and we're ready to go. So we're going to look at some covers that aren't quite no longer holding up very well. I'm changing my Facebook thing to public right now because I'm finding that works better if I do it right after we go on the air. So, hey, we're going to run the opening. Marvy's already in the house. Greetings, sinners. Earlier today, I'll join you after lunch. Yep. All right, Marvy. Good to see you. Good to know you're there. Somebody else just dinged in, I think.
No, that's not us.
It's on my end.
Yeah, it's your end.
Yeah, that's my phone. All right. Here we go, folks. Here we go. We'll run this morning right now too, just to save us a little time.
The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or its sponsors.
Point out we're probably TVMA DLSV this morning for sure. So we go through a few covers that might not have held up very well. So I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. I've been doing comics for decades. Arrow Comics is my main brand at the moment. You can check out my stuff over at arrowcomics.store, Paragon, Calico, HeroBot Zero, all sorts of other things and more, a lot more stuff coming. And I'm joined this morning by Allison. Allison, introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Allison McGlone, the Alley Cat. I have a show on Fridays, Arting with the Alley Cat. I can be found on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the other stuff. And the brains behind the operation, my cat Rocket. So, and it's too damn early.
Too damn early. Also joining us this morning is Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself.
Hi, Randy. Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. And with regard to this kind of show, I'm the author of this book about Jack Kirby, which details my 2 trips to meet him in his house. And with it, you get a DVD of me talking with the man himself. I publish a magazine called Comics Limited and lots of other things. And you can find most of my stuff on Amazon.
It's Comics Unlimited over on Amazon. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Also joining us this morning is Russ Leach. Introduce yourself, bud.
Good morning. I'm a comic book artist from the UK. You can see me in the pages of Batman, Doctor Who magazine. I'm my own creation, Only Death Can Save Us. I do a bit of work for Arrow Comics with Randy on occasion. And you can see me around the internet. Find out most about me at my website, russleach.com. Sign up for the Instagram or the email list there to get regular updates and see artwork. That's about it.
Your friends in the house, good morning. Hope you're doing well. He says, love the intro. Thank you very much. Had to make sure it was the right intro this morning. Thunder. Yeah. I almost hit the Comics by Night opening. This is Sunday Funny.
They all meld into one, don't they?
They do after a while. Yeah. We're on so early in the morning, it all just seems to blend together.
Yeah, you probably won't see me on that show.
What? Can't get up at 5 a.m.? Come on.
We have a great time, Ali. You're missing
out. Like 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
This it'll be early this week, isn't it?
This Friday, we'll be going over 2001. No, 5 a.m.
Okay,
everybody should be adjusted to daylight savings times by Friday.
Now to get up for 5 a.m. I have that book.
So do I.
So does Glenn. Yeah. Russ, we're sorry. We'll just have to look through it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I got to get the regular series now. Dig that up.
I actually also have a bunch of the large Conan collections. I like that.
Yeah,
I've got
a few
some
of them.
FF. Got the Cat Bicentennial. Lots of them. Yeah.
One of
I've got
these
all-
days, go ahead.
I was just going to say I've got all the 2001 series. The Kirby stuff.
The regular comics. Yeah.
Going into the Machine Man and all that.
Hate using the word floppies. That's an expression that's not going to hold up very well, I don't think. Anyway, I've got the adaptation that we'll go through sometime on Comics by Night of Land of Oz by Alfredo Alcala. It's just amazing.
That
Right.
was my iPad.
No one needs that.
Nobody needs that. Yeah.
Well, thankfully, good case.
Anyway, if you haven't seen Comics by Night, go over there and take a look. We're archived over on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com. Go over there and take a look. A lot of fun. We've just spent the last month going over a lot of Walt Simonson.
Yeah.
So, four episodes.
It's well worth
We
it.
thought-
Fantastic.
Well, 3 on Steranko was crazy, but
was
we
pushing it, yeah, but we
yeah.
went for it on the Simonson stuff.
everything on Simonson, yeah, especially his great,
approve.
phenomenal Manhunter
I
work.
love Walt
Yeah,
Simonson.
Yeah.
A Boston native. So.
just amazing stuff.
Mm.
All right, well, today, like I said, we're going to look at some comic covers that didn't hold up very well. So I've got a list of them here. Anybody got any favorites? Anything come to mind?
Only that one that you show most of the time about the guys.
The Archie,
The
Betty
Archie
and
one,
me. Yeah. Probably the second most valuable Archie comics ever outside of his first appearance, Betty and Me,
Wow.
number 18. Archie
I did that one, Andy.
rescuing me. I sure did, Betty. Had to beat off 3 other guys.
That's the funniest thing, isn't it? It's got to be on purpose.
That
That's
is
not a
so.
mistake.
That was
the
an
art-
accident. Yeah.
Who's the artist on that?
I would venture it's Dan DiCarlo.
And who would write that?
I had no idea. No idea who was doing that,
Beat
that
up
work
3
at the
other
time.
guys.
That's when things were a lot different. Yeah.
This the thing about it for me is that whenever I see it, I always laugh. So it's just so funny. All the story in it, like the actual depict, what they're talking about, or the innuendo, but the actual fact that somebody got away with it, somebody thought about it and got away with it as well.
Well, over here it meant something completely different when he wrote it, or it still got the Comic Code Authority stamp on it, so
That's what I
it
mean.
was
Yeah.
a much more innocent time back then. Yeah.
Right.
And then just last week we were going over the Monster Society of Evil, and we talked quite a bit about Steamboat.
Oh yeah,
Bad stereotype that he was.
not a great cover. No.
Yeah.
Eisner
The
had,
artwork on it is phenomenal, but the cultural
Again,
stereotype is
yeah,
very offensive.
The line work is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
To me,
it
the funny part of that is the guy, not the black guy, the other guy with boom without going off. That's just But I do understand what's going on there.
Yeah, you've got to understand the mechanics of the combustion bullet.
Yeah.
Yes.
That and he's shooting it towards Germany because there's a sign right there that says
Yeah,
Germany with an
Yeah.
arrow on it. Yeah.
Do you know?
So now we
there's
know who's on the receiving end.
Speaking of silly signposts, then that I know that signpost is on a comic and everything, but there's a place. Russell, Carlisle, Russ.
Mm.
Carlisle is about 160 miles from me, north of me, and you've heard of Stockport.
Yeah.
Stockport is about 6 miles from me, and there's a signpost, one of the oldest signposts in the UK. And in middle of Stockport, this signpost says Carlisle, 162 miles for no reason, like that Germany sign.
Yeah, it's like,
Could've
why
been-
on earth would you want to go to Carlisle anyway?
If you're gonna go, you're gonna have to really travel to get there.
This is how far away it is.
Yeah.
Think yourself
Think-
lucky.
Yeah, I mean, in those days they'd be doing it with a horse, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it takes several days probably.
It seemed like 162 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea of being able to drive there in a day is bad enough, but taking 3 days to go to Carlisle, good lord.
So you had to find out what.
What? This is what? Yeah, I'll go back now.
Not worth the trip.
No.
Turn around and come back.
No.
Well, speaking of stereotypes, I've got a cover here of Geronimo Jones.
Wow.
Oh dear. No, you
Nothing better than a nun with a gun.
There's a lot of things wrong with that cover.
There is.
Geronimo Jones.
There's I have to say there's multiple technical aspects wrong with that cover before we
Yeah.
even get anywhere near the content.
Look at his right leg.
Yeah,
When-
well, just the placing of what they're all over on the left. It's like, why
Yeah.
do I want to see a well?
Yeah.
Why is that important to me?
When is this
Like,
from,
well,
Randy? When was
Oh,
this?
I probably 70s, I would
Right.
venture.
70s, right.
Judging from the Charlton dress
Yeah.
before
Yes,
the code
Charlton.
was yanked. Yeah.
Right.
Late 60s, early 70s. That nun seems to be floating too, by the way.
She does, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the other guy? What's the eye? Has he killed the other guy? Is he dead or something? Is he fallen over or what? Is he tripped
Must
up?
be.
I think she's probably just blessed him.
You've done a terrible deed. Now you must pay.
She's just anointed him,
But
and he's just fallen over.
sister, I'm innocent.
He's now speaking in tongues.
Yeah, that woman must be that Dan. What's he called? Ings guy who pushes people on the head and they fall back.
Yeah, right. Off she goes.
The real
Of course,
villain
she
is
might
in
have
the
just
well.
hit him with the
Yeah.
butt of the
Yeah.
handgun. You know, could be possible.
What trouble has Geronimo Jones involved in? Even that's not written right. What trouble
Holy-
has Geronimo become involved in? Yeah.
Holy trouble. That's what
Holy
it is.
trouble.
Some holy shit.
Yeah.
Not just that, but this is Geronimo Jones number 4. So you know there's been at least 3 other ones before.
They've got that wrong. You have done a terrible deed. Now you must pay. What she's really saying is, I'm holy, and now I'm going to make you holy.
There you go.
She's pointing a gun
Holy
at him.
moly.
I'm going to shoot you full
Oh
of lead.
god, that was bad. I love it.
But sister, I'm innocent. Don't call me sister.
Which reminds me of
That's
something
what you
else.
can expect today, folks. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, dude. Excellent.
Oh, let's see if I've got any other
I'll be
really
right
good.
back.
Sure. Any other good stereotype ones here? Got a copy of Slave Girl comics.
Wow.
Oh, you
Nothing wrong
had to
with
put that up, and I'm right about to walk away. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh,
What's that? What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. at
Slave
all.
Girl comics. So
Fantastic.
Right
is
then.
that like when it's this is weird. Are Slave Girl Comics the publisher? Is it Slave Girl Comics? Or is it Slave Girl? the
I'm
comic?
not familiar with the publisher or the title.
That's
I just ran
bonkers.
across this and went, oh,
I think ANC might be the publisher.
Yeah.
that could be, yeah.
Yeah.
And I apologize in advance because of modern Photoshop techniques and folks having way too much time on their hands. Sometimes it's difficult to tell the actual comics from the fake made up comics. So
Yeah, yeah.
we run
yeah.
across a fake one today and pass it off as real. So I already found an Archie cover that was, and I looked at it and went, no, that's got to be fake. So
What?
I'll
Why
be
is
right
that
back.
guy fighting Flash Gordon? What's that all about?
Yeah.
That is a good question.
it's trapped in time.
Yeah.
It's got a futuristic looking shirt on there.
But it was a nice bikini.
Could find that Archie one, but here's a panel from Archie Comics and that was done at one point or another.
Ah,
Says, I can't believe we did that. Relax. No one but a couple of TV executives are going to see this.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Right,
Easily
okay.
taken out of context.
No,
Anyway,
that's brilliant.
somebody found that and put that. I am still going to copy that panel that we had out of Monster Society of Evil with the 2 Germans shooting Captain Marvel in the head.
Yeah.
Shoot, tootin'.
Looks that never works. Yeah. Blam blam. Oh, let's see what else I got here. Too early for that.
Obviously the best one.
I have a copy of a panel from the Justice League of America.
The build up to a crescendo.
Not only are you doomed, but so is everyone you ever touched. And Adam's thinking, Jean Loring, I've signed her death warrant. Flash is thinking, I gave Iris West the kiss of death. Carol Harris, in deadly
Robin, what
danger.
have I
Green Lantern
done to you?
thinks, And Batman thinks, Robin, what have I done to you?
Is that Carmine Infantino on illustration there?
I think so, yeah.
Oh dear. That's
Actually,
funny.
no. Judging from the eye and the head there, that might be Mike Sikowski.
Right.
That's
That's
about-
around,
That's about
isn't
the
it?
period that he was doing.
Looking at Batman's forehead and the Flash's forehead, you would have thought the IQs would have been swapped.
Yeah. We're now
Robbie,
joined by
what
Mitch
about-
Rogers just to knock us out of our
Yay,
4-panel
Mitch.
format. Yeah, Mitch. Good morning.
Hey, Mitch.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Mitch.
I'm
Nice
doing
to
good.
see you up this morning.
Yeah.
we were,
I'm
we were
usually
just
here
looking-
every Sunday.
Pardon?
I'm usually here every Sunday.
Are you? You promise?
Yeah. Well-
at least you're here more than Scott Rosema.
Yeah.
Everyone's here more than Scott Roseman.
People who haven't been on the show have been here more than Scott Rose.
What time is it there, Mitch?
9:15.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
15 minutes late because I can't do this spring forward, fall back bullshit anymore.
Neither
we
can
talked
anyone
about it
else. They
before.
just keep making us do it, though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, gotta save money on that candle wax.
Mitch, introduce yourself real quick to the audience.
Hi, I'm Mitch Rogers. I am going on 15-year veteran of the indie horror comic book industry. I'm the creator of the Boger horror comic book series, which the campaign is opening this Friday.
Sweet. And we'll be doing a special on that as you open your campaign. Looking forward to that. I have even the adaptions weren't safe. I have a copy of the Dell Comics Rifleman. Also a classic cover.
Oh dear.
Well, now we know why they live in that cabin by themselves.
No, he's got wood.
That's
It's got
Chuck,
wood.
That's Chuck Connors, isn't it?
That is Chuck Connors.
Branded. What do you do when
Yeah.
you're branded and you know you're a man?
Do you like films about gladiators? You ever been?
Have
in
you
the
ever
men's
seen a
changing room?
grown man naked?
Do you like films about Turkish jails?
A mysterious bag holds the secret to an outlaw's past and a threat against Lucas and Mark McCain.
That's a lock.
Mitch is here now, Allison, so we're probably going to hide you quite a bit.
Hide me quite a bit. Oh
Yeah,
no.
you'll be behind the covers.
Yeah.
Like that one. It's the Kellys, the most popular mag for a guy and his drag.
They got holds we never dreamed of.
What?
Good
What?
lord. Good lord. Well, like everybody was screaming about the fact that there was like gay Transformers on the front covers.
Mhm.
It was yeah, I think they're doing that there.
Gay Transformers.
It's just yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
they actually did. They
Yeah,
actually
they
did
were
that.
gay
Glenn.
trans.
They-
I don't want to go
IDW,
anywhere
yeah.
with that, but that looks pretty much like
just one of many reasons I think why IDW lost that license. So, they started naming gender and sexual preference for
they're robots.
For a robot.
all of the
They're
Transformers.
robots.
Yeah.
They're robots.
That actually goes back to the original cartoon. There was the Autobots.
There was a
and
girl
were
bot,
the-
wasn't there?
There was a
They were-
girl bot,
well,
yeah.
RC.
In the original series, there was an entire team of female Autobots. They were led by Alita 1.
Because they
And there was a
really wanted
scene
to
in it-
market to the kids. They really want to market to girls.
Open
That was
it up,
just
yeah.
that's the way it worked.
Didn't work. I can
No,
tell you,
no,
it
no.
didn't work. There was a scene in one of the cartoons where Optimus Prime plugged a cable in between his legs and then plugged it into between Alita 1's legs.
No!
Oh,
Really? Cartoon? That's crazy.
And the writers and animators
That's
were all killing themselves when it went out to broadcast.
They all knew what they were doing. Yeah.
That was an 80s cartoon.
Oh, great.
How
80s
that
were a better
passed,
time.
how that passed the censors, we'll never know because they were really strict during that period.
Did you
Yeah,
see
but
that
it
red?
wasn't like it was a techno dick. It was just a big plug.
Did you see when
That's
the when
What do you
Crichton
think
did that on
blood
Red Dwarf,
penis
Russ?
is?
Sorry,
He breathed
you see-
her.
Reboot. Reboot.
Go on, Glenn.
I said, did you see when Crichton was hoovering, vacuuming up on Red Dwarf?
Oh,
Do you remember that?
Okay,
I don't know whether you guys got Red Dwarf or not.
you're
but
gonna.
anyway.
We did, but hardly anybody ever watched it. So
Oh, well, you missed out.
it
mate.
was very
good.
British humour, wasn't it? Very
Yeah.
British. Yeah.
I just remember seeing the pilot and the toaster talking to him. So
Right. Okay. Carry on.
let's start at the top here. I've got a whole bunch of them. We've got if you want to see a little ooky bit of cover, we've got Dolly here.
Oh, that's a
Looking-
horrible
Looking
cover.
just a little
Oh.
crazed.
Oh.
That's didn't they make a film about that just recently?
Oh, you're thinking I can't remember
Megan?
the Megan, yeah.
Megan, yeah, that's Megan.
Wonderful Adventures in Toyland. She looks like she's having a great time. She's
Look at that teddy there.
steaming.
What's he up to?
Smoking, by the looks of it.
Yeah, doing something, eh?
He's got a crack
Yeah.
pipe.
He's licking whipped cream with a cherry on top.
That's crack bear.
Yeah, crack bear. Riding a gigantic peppermint stick.
She looks like she's pregnant, doesn't she?
She
Oh,
does.
yeah.
She's got a little belly. Yeah,
It's all a bit creepy. That.
it is very creepy.
That's
Dolly in Dreamland. Yeah,
How can
Yeah,
you?
and you can see
how
her
can you-
underwear too.
where
Yeah.
dreams are made.
How can you? That wouldn't have passed on a Wonder Woman cover. How can
No.
you get to that point at the end of that? At the end of that illustration, and look at it and go, "Yeah, that's all right.
Kids are gonna love it. Yeah.
Kids are gonna love it. No one's gonna have a bad dream about this. It's fine." Oh right. Oh no, there's lots of imagery in there. Look at the two ice cream cones.
Yeah,
Oh,
There's some
Yep.
serious imagery
It's
going on in there.
very much
This
so,
is
yeah.
not a night. This is a very disturbing
comics
picture.
by night there, Randy.
yeah.
This is a
Dolly
very
cover.
disturbing picture. I don't like this at all.
Very disturbing. Could be worse. You could be fighting a panda grizzly bear. Boom.
That's a were panda.
Heroic comics. The
It's right
ferocious
there.
giant panda.
I think
All right,
that's an
what's so
owl.
heroic? Who's got the gun, eh? My heart's with the were panda, to be honest.
You know, you draw something and you think, I'm not sure about that. And then you find this kind of stuff and you think, you're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm not doing so bad there.
I'm not Kirby, but it's okay.
That could be
dear.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is that?
It's a mess. That's what it is.
Yeah, he's also not holding the
Rawr.
rifle correctly. I mean,
Yeah.
that thing's going to kick back and hit him in the face, probably.
That rifle's got a weird looking stock on it too.
Yeah. Once again,
Maybe he
some
has
really,
to cock the entire stock of the rifle in order to shoot.
it's a really weird placement where the were panda is half on the page and half off the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really bonkers, isn't it? Still, we got to look at some nice trees.
Yeah. I wonder who HF is.
Who? What?
Well, they're not Bob Ross happy trees.
HF, the signature. HF.
Hey Jeff. I don't know. HF. They're right there on the left hand side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody proud enough to carve his initials into the painting. So,
In this issue, the
Love this.
exciting true adventure of a ferocious giant panda.
yeah.
Somewhere in the Pacific Northwest.
As it goes on a crime spree across the United States, holding up small stores and insisting on taking all of their bamboo.
It's the original cocaine bear.
It is. Yeah. The original cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he uses the bamboo for.
Yeah.
Snorting cocaine.
Crazy. Here is a cover of Liberty Comics. Somebody's about to get it.
Oh my
Oh,
God. Quit
Quit
worrying.
worrying, nothing's going to happen.
10 cents. Don't worry. Nothing's going to happen.
Well,
He's popping
nothing
that-
he doesn't want done to him is going to happen.
He's popping that butt up in the air, isn't he?
Oh dear.
She's got the shortest shorts
I'm gonna say
I've
she's-
ever
It
seen.
does.
Has she got
Look at
anything on that girl? Or what?
It's beyond
Is
hot
that
pants
camel
there.
toe?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I guess you could call it that.
That's not right. Double lines under the boobs. What's that? That's weird.
There's like a shade in there, and then you
Yeah.
have the.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks weird though. I definitely agree with that. It looks weird.
The whole composition of the thing is off.
The-
but
And
that's-
I'm not
Yeah.
sure if she's
Another story.
shocked or she's mind controlling via ESP the bird diving into his bum.
could be.
I'm not sure what that thing around her head is, or perhaps the the gun nun from the first cover has found her and she's now got a halo.
Even the two guys in the nest are shouting, "Look out! Look out!"
Yeah.
It's cheap.
Well, my head
Cheap,
canon
cheap.
is now the control of the bird because
Yeah.
And look
Yeah,
at that
that's
logo;
something
isn't it
I-
awful? That
Yeah.
logo is terrible.
Yeah, she's zooming that bird straight into his
I think-
butt.
Oh,
They did all
yeah.
that by hand back in the day, and the first third of the cover is a solid cover or color, so that you could see it from the
Yeah.
spiral rack.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like all the old Archies are like that. That
Yeah,
we
the
looked at
Eastern
this.
comic.
She's thinking now. You know how it feels.
I think this is more likely an episode from Star Trek, to be honest.
What makes you say that?
It's just one. It's an alien garden, and they're just about to appear, and the crime is about to happen.
Ah,
The only thing is he doesn't have a red shirt on.
okay.
Where do you find these?
All over the place. Well,
That is-
I've been collecting these for a few years. It's just like I said, we needed something to talk about today, so I'm like,
That's
I
a
ran
bit wrong,
across
isn't
this
it?
file the other day and pulled in a few more. In fact, I own this copy. This is a copy of Hot Stuff number 137.
Hot stuff. Oh
Dear.
And you know he's letting one loose in the pool.
yeah, he
Yeah.
farted in the pool. Yeah.
Hot
Either
stuff,
that
the
or he
little
has the
devil.
worst case of diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yep,
Something going
that
on.
was
Yeah,
the
that's a
joke
pretty
I
hit.
was going to make.
Yeah, that's a pretty hideous color. Yeah,
I think he wants to see a doctor.
He's a little devil.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Well, to be
care.
honest, those kids aren't that smart because they're swimming in green water.
Already, yeah. Yep.
they're pretty ugly as well. I mean, they're objectively ugly. They're not just surprised; they're ugly.
Are those
They're
barge pole marks on the face? People pushing them away with barge
Yeah,
poles.
it's like get away from me! Get
I thought it
away!
was face herpes.
They're all freckles. Come on. Just
Yeah, I know.
incredibly large freckles. Mutated freckles.
Do
Some of
you
the little
have the,
black
um,
dots are in there. Yeah.
Do you have that saying? I wouldn't touch her with a barge pole.
Yeah,
I wouldn't touch her with
no,
a
we say
10-foot
10-foot
pole here.
pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 10-foot.
Right.
Well, the one on
the
the
standard
one on the
system.
right has man boobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're dragging down into the water, aren't they?
They're mutating as we speak.
Mutating.
Yeah, that boy needs a bra.
But Harvey, I've said it before, Harvey is the most fantastic non-PC company of all time.
I have
Every
a
last one
collection
of their
of horror
characters has a problem. Almost everyone, They're not obsessive over dots or fat shaming or, an evil little devil or
It's
the
the
richest
hottest.
kid around or Casper who can't make friends and has to try to commit suicide all the time.
It's the hottest devil in town. I want to
Hottest
know
devil in
where are
town.
the other devils out of town?
They're all down below.
There must be more.
Well, yeah, because it's a pretty horrible town if there's devils everywhere, and there's only one that's the hottest.
Yep. But yeah, I didn't have time to pull up any other Harvey covers. That's the only one that I've got this time. So couldn't pull out. I was going to look for some little dot where she's all obsessive over dots. That would be kind of fun. Just crazy company if you ever get a chance. And made for kids. All those properties are made for kids. Didn't even get a copy of the cover from a Royal Roy, a Prince of a Boy. from Star Comics that was done back in the 70s. Here's a copy of the Marines, the United States Marines. The guy is actually backed up against a tree and shooting a hole through
A
Korean
Korean
soldier. We're
one
thinking.
of the
It's
Korean,
yeah, it's Korean, isn't it? North Korean.
authentic
Yeah.
U.S. Marine Corps picture stories. Yeah, U.S. Marines.
Look at
Number
the look
8
on his
was-
face as well. He's enjoying that, isn't he?
And was he aiming for his dick?
I don't know.
I mean, got him, a little bit above, but still.
Sure, that's going to hurt in the morning.
Who's the artist on that again? Is it Mike Sikowski again?
No, that's not Sikowski. I don't know who that is,
Is that
but I'm
is
pretty
that the
sure it's
guy
not.
from Monsters Inc?
I don't think so.
That's Mike Wachowski.
Oh right, okay.
That's definitely going to leave a mark.
Yep, definitely going to leave a mark. Next, I got a cover of Susie talking about women drivers. Please hurry, officer. I have an appointment for my driving test. It's going the wrong way on a one-way street. That was what, Sherman, it looks like? Can't read that
I feel
signature.
strangely called out.
It's like Sam.
The signature says Sam.
Sam?
Yeah, SAMM.
Okay. What did you say, Allison?
I feel strangely attacked.
Oh, well, don't take it personal. You knew Susie like we know Susie.
Well, don't worry, Ellie. Nothing
I don't
happens.
think I want to know Susie the way you know Susie.
Why are the tires like chalk white?
Oh, they had big white walls back in those days. That was a sign of
Yeah, you're
expensive.
rich.
Yeah, you were rich.
Oh well, yeah. Then she could just pay the cop off and go about her way.
Oh,
Or
that's
go
why
about her
she's
day.
asking him to hurry up. She's got to get to her driving test. Let's see. What do I? Oh, it wasn't just American comics either. That came. I found this copy of a comic called Black.
What the hell is he being hit with?
Oh my god!
And it's number 176. Say he's hitting him with his incredibly large sausage.
I'm enjoying
Yeah.
it. Look at his face.
That's
Black.
definitely what it is.
Black is a funny name,
Oh,
It's a
dear.
French.
right?
Les Albums du
Yeah,
Grand.
it is. Yeah, it's French. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's,
it's
that
the
explains it a lot.
Madonna with the big boobies is hidden in the sausage from
Yeah,
the
that's
cottage.
Yeah, that's right.
It does look like Madonna now.
yeah, I can,
It
I
does,
can't
yeah.
unsee that.
I'm eating you with my sausage.
I just can't unsee that. Just,
So sorry.
Yeah, and if you really look closely,
God for life.
Madonna's hitting him with her own sausage.
Mhm.
That's going to be some dense sausage. I mean,
That's-
I've had people throw sausages at me and they've never hurt. They've never knocked me out.
I just wasn't going to go there. But, yeah. I'm glad somebody did.
Yeah, funny
Oh,
comic
good
tunes.
God.
Getting
Okay.
back to bad stereotypes again.
Yeah.
Animated
didn't
funny
age well.
comic tunes. Nope,
But
did
it's-
not
it-
age well at all. Number
Is
21.
I mean, I may be wrong. Is that actually a stereotype? Because I don't think it doesn't look to me
No.
like it's trying to represent a race there.
Yeah.
just
so I was
looks
thinking
No,
like-
that.
that's true. That's
It
true.
just looks like a black face,
yeah.
as in painted black, and it's it's just like the red nose and the white lips and weird. That's weird.
He's a creeper.
Yeah, and he's on his way to perform in a vaudeville show.
And back then he had a $5,000 reward. That's hard money back then. Big money.
Yeah. I can see where somebody would take offense to it, but I also see your point too that it's just weird. So I can see both sides on it. But
It
yeah,
just,
Still doesn't
it just has
doesn't
a
hold up very well.
very unflattering style to the way he's portrayed. That's
yeah, the way the lips are drawn and stuff like that, it definitely calls in the stereotypes of that time.
I believe the artist.
Yeah, I
on
can
this
see
is-
words.
I think the
I just-
artist
I
on
just
this
can't-
is Al Fago.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I just can't see any racial aspect
Yeah.
to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but
Just weird.
I get it.
paper
But
lip.
yeah,
I
I suppose I could see how somebody might, but
I think
yeah.
it's one of those things. If you look hard enough, you'll find anything you want to see. But
Yeah,
because
I
I don't
suppose.
see anything,
That's very
No.
true.
I don't think it's very good. But
But
I
then
don't see
that's
that
like,
kind of stereotypical.
you know,
thing
we've
there.
got the whole thing about, you know, blackface and what have you, and people were getting upset about our Morris dancers having blackface,
That's right. Yeah.
and it's got nothing to do with any kind of race. It's to do with is it Pictish or it goes way back into history, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the
like
oldest things we have. Yeah.
yeah, it's got absolutely nothing to do with the color of anyone's skin.
Yeah, but nobody
So-
pays any attention to history anymore.
No,
No.
Yeah.
But it is genuinely a creepy, creepy illustration. It's
Odd.
not very nice at all, is it?
Yeah, I'll
It's-
definitely
it's
agree
the
with
po-
that.
Yeah.
I like the way they have to tell you it's funny because it's not.
Well, I love all the old comics. The way they tell you this is the most exciting thing ever and will change your life. It's like, no, it's a comic.
Buy this book, kids. Buy this book. What about something a little more recent? Here is a cover for the comic adaptation of Alf.
Oh no!
So
Oh,
hurry
God,
up already.
So hurry up already.
I think
Oh,
Alf's the one
yeah.
that needs to hurry up.
Yeah, just that poor seal.
Look at that at the bottom there. No animals were injured during the making of this cover.
No, they were all loved.
Yeah, and how do you know
Dude.
that Alf's?
Do not buy if Safety Seal is missing. Is Safety Seal a character?
Safety seal. That is not safety seal.
I don't think that's safety seal at all.
Although if it is safety seal, he's definitely missing now because he's
I'll tell you-
not getting out of this one alive.
That's
Is he?
the thing that gets me. Sorry, Alec. The thing that gets me most about it is the orange guy's eyes. Look at his eyes.
Yes, it's like. Did
It's
you
like
not see the series?
4
Ben?
seconds to go. No,
You never saw Alf.
no.
Right. Okay. Yeah, there was something definitely strange about that.
Oh
What
yeah,
were you saying, Alec?
I can just see the aftermath of this. The police. Now, where did the creepy fur guy touch you? Holding up the stuffed animal.
Where did he touch me?
That's not nice.
I like the way he's holding out the screaming child outside the box. At the top.
Yeah. Let's say
So
no.
hurry
Yeah,
up.
what the something?
He says,
Just
"You
save the walls.
God, that is strong.
can't read
And
it."
that's a code-approved book
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yo, Eric, save the whale.
and a
was
Marvel
it?
book.
Not only that, but it's a licensed book at that. So
Yeah,
there
it's
had
a
to have been a
licensed
secondary licensee take a look at that and say, yeah, that's what Alf would do.
That's good.
Eh,
good
you're
with that.
good.
The guy who created Elf, though, he was definitely a bit weird. So,
Oh yeah. Well, the whole show was a little odd.
oh yeah, it was.
It's a TV show about an alien who loves eating cats, hiding out in a urban family's home.
Yep.
Yeah. It's back when Muppets were getting pretty big back then. So he's
Yeah, everybody wanted a bit of the Muppet action.
this guy in a fur suit. Yeah.
I don't know
Mhm.
if it's because it's my bizarre twisted mind, but I think there's something metaphorical about eating a cat.
Yeah.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kind
Probably.
of double entendre.
Mhm.
Yeah, most likely.
Most likely. Yeah. Here's an odd cover from DC for World's Finest Comics.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That one's just
Number
weird.
33. Just odd.
Oh.
Might not hold up well, but
That's just
Fun, at least.
bonkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Just why would he be doing
Exactly.
Because he can. Because he's stupid.
that's right.
That's why.
'cause you can.
that? Why would Batman take part?
Because he can.
Why? Why would
Well,
you
see,
do
this
that?
is back during the time when Batman was trying to discover himself.
They
That's
were all
why he
trying
was
to discover
stuck.
themselves. This is number 33. Yeah.
While he was touching Robin, yeah.
When's that from, Randy? Early 60s?
No, this has to be
No.
40s or 50s. I
Oh,
see it's
really?
got a
Yeah,
15-cent
that's
cover
old.
price on it, but it must have been thick. Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
And it's a Superman
Yeah, that was a-
publication. It's like the DC logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a double-sized issue because it's March, April.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, that's
Well, a lot of those
issue.
comics were bi-monthly back then,
Yeah.
just in order
Yeah.
to give them a longer shelf life.
Yep. Just
So better
Who's the
sales.
artist
Yeah.
on that?
Oh, I couldn't begin to guess.
It's
I
familiar.
can tell you who it's not.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's familiar. I just don't know who it is. I've seen that kind of style before.
it's not Weisinger.
It's very odd, though, isn't it? I
I
mean,
can tell you, somebody in the chat might know, and I've been neglecting the chat for far too long. Let's see what's going on here.
Oh my God. Look at
Pedro,
those
you're
people.
welcome to come in if you want. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching today. Levi says the cover of Action Comics 469 is one of my favorite dumb covers. Not really pushing any limits content-wise, but sure is silly. I'll have to look for that,
I'll
Levi,
look at that one.
if we have time. Hey guys,
Hey.
for Zerko in the
RC
house.
Woman.
RC Woman Transformer. Yeah.
Yep.
Morning,
awesome
everyone.
movie.
Pedro's in the house. Pedro, anytime you want in, just let me know. You're always welcome on the show.
Marv.
Greetings, Marv.
Marv.
Greetings, sinners. I'm back. Marv's back. Says the worst has got to be the Adventures of Mark Twain claymation project where Mark takes two kids to meet Lucifer. There you
Oh,
are.
that just sounds like an average Sunday. So,
Yeah. It's like another adventure of Davy and Goliath that we were talking about earlier. Do you have any Rob L for to laugh for a bit? No life L today. Nothing planned, at least. If you have one or a suggestion of a good one, let me know. Oh no, Pedro says. It's an eager and ready pose. Somewhere in there, unsanitary. Pedro's talking about the other covers. Packs,
yeah.
pockmarks were all the rage back then. Yeah, probably talking about that hot stuff cover. Good morning, guys. Allie.
Hey, Nina.
Hey, Nita. There's a cover where Superman is taking his clothes off, and there's a kid in the foreground in bed looking afraid. That's a weird one. Marvy, I didn't capture that one because it looked kind of Photoshopped to me. It looked like it was put together. I don't know if that was an actual cover. I was trying to stay with the stuff I knew actually existed. Because I've got a couple of Archie covers that I know Archie never printed. Anyway, Snoopy, yeah. Pedro, gnarly. That poor guy's groin. Salami attack. Yeah, Pedro. Don't know, not a fan of blackface, but I don't clutch my pearls when I see it, especially in old art. It was just the times. Yep.
All the time.
The minstrel-
This is the major one.
Yeah, minstrel shows in vaudeville. That's when blackface was widely used. Yeah.
Mhm.
The look of pain.
Yeah, that was on the seal.
That seal's not having fun.
Nope. Yes, definitely not.
Marvy cries animal cruelty. So DC is bad today, but back in the day, yeah. It's just boys being boys. I'm sure there's a jacuzzi sequence in this issue. Probably. Pedro also says the artist is Alan Smithy.
One
Yeah.
Smithy.
Sure, send the link. All right, Pedro. I'm gonna put it in the Nerd Bacon. The Nerd Bacon discussion line here. Give me just a second. There it is. And give me just a second as we stare more at Superman juggling Batman and Robin.
And the smiles on their
There we go.
faces.
And the,
Yeah.
obviously enjoying themselves.
Superman's just kind of meh.
Yeah. I like the way he's
Batman
close.
and Robin
Nice
are
and
like,
neat.
this is better than when I tossed you in the dryer.
Pedro Ang in the house.
Hey,
Pedro.
what's up, guys?
Hope you're doing well.
Pedro.
Pedro.
Yeah. Actually, I have a correction to make. This is not a smiling face. This is a wee face. It's different.
Okay. Yeah, like the Monster Society of Evil. We,
Yeah,
yeah.
wee.
Oh,
How are you doing, guys?
I have this world finest cover as well. Just a little
Oh.
suggestive.
Oh no.
Come
yeah.
get it, everyone.
Yeah, just keeping their groins warm. That's good.
And Robin should be thinking, and I'm only 16.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shoot first, ask questions
mean-
later.
96 pages, folks.
Yeah, dude, it's the problem with being a ward.
Yeah.
He's not really your father, you know.
Does your brother own that, Russ? William Leach, it says on the top there.
Oh, there you go.
Could be. Yeah.
There's too many leeches about.
We were talking about Robin earlier from the Justice League
Oh, this is brilliant.
panel.
What?
I've signed her death warrant. This was the kiss of death. Gerald Ferris, Deadly Danger. What have they done to you? Anyway.
Oh my god. What is this curse? Oh my God.
They're
The
going. They're
penis
all
curse?
going to die.
Yeah. We got it's AIDS, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is long
Gonorrhea.
before that. Long before
Gonorrhea.
that. Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
I have another world's finest cover.
Oh no.
Look at Batman there.
Yeah, Batman's having a lot of fun.
Oh,
He's
he's
having a
getting
great
right
time.
into that, and he.
Look how concentrated the concentration on Batman. It's just like yeah.
But you see, nobody was thinking about that then.
Nobody. Yep.
Not even
No.
that.
Somebody was.
Yeah, Laurel and Hardy was sharing a bed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same as Morecambe and Wise.
Morecambe and Wise, yeah.
Yeah, dude. All those scenes with double bikes. That's always like weird to me. I don't know why. Like two guys on a bike, like looking at the camera, just like, this is giving me that vibe. Oh no,
That girl, she's finding that hysterical.
she's horrified. Yeah,
It's like, what the hell is going
Yeah.
on?
averting her eyes, hiding behind her friend. It's just like,
Like Superman there, he's giving her the eye, isn't he? Look,
yeah, it's like you both are gonna get it.
Hey, baby. Yeah.
he's just going to stand up and let the other two just fall flat on their faces and walk away with the two girls.
Yeah, or with two unconscious superheroes.
The little girl at the back is like, what am I looking at?
Yeah,
What do you call that thing that they're sitting on? What's it called?
Teeter totter.
Right.
Seesaw.
That's
Seesaw.
the seesaw. That's it.
Teeter-totter, yeah.
Superman's saying, "Hey, girls, this isn't a seesaw you're seeing."
Mm.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Well, the girl behind her, the one in front there, looks a little, like she's peeking at something.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oof.
Little bit of what's going on there. It's a little bit of upcaping.
Mhm. Actually, I like what he did with the capes, the artist,
Yeah.
Alan Smithy. Like you can see, like there's a wind
Yeah.
in the scene, but aside from that, ugh.
That actually looks a little like Kurt Swan there, but that might be too early.
Yeah, there's actually some exceptionally good anatomy going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's professional. I mean, the concept is garbage, but it's professionally done.
Yeah. Wyoming Kid in this issue.
The Wyoming Kid.
Manhunters.
Never seen him.
Yeah. Green Arrow is in this
Nice.
issue. Yeah. Let's see what else I have here.
68 big pages.
Still 15 cents though.
Dude, when the dollar was the dollar, man.
I have a copy, a more recent cover of Action Comics. Here, drawn by the great Neil Adams.
All right.
No, maybe not Neil Adams. That's not Neil Adams. That is who is that? That's Oscar, probably Bob Oskner. Oscar?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Wanna
It's
say?
definitely not Adams, but yeah, I think you're right.
No, it's not Adams.
When did the when did the World Trade Center be only across the street from the water?
2001, I think.
Mhm.
No, that's when it fell down.
Yeah, that's when it fell down.
Yeah, I know, but I was just saying
No, when
it was
did they build
it was never that close to Battery Park,
No.
Oh no. it wasn't.
Doggone if it ain't the most rambunctious Bronco I ever rode, Superman.
Superman.
But I aim to break you. Woohoo!
Wahoo!
Oh no, dude. The thing is, like, okay, the image is already bad, but that dialogue is giving me like that Science of the Lambs. Bites,
Is that the Wyoming Kid?
That's the
And
Wyoming
again,
Kid,
approved
yeah.
by the Comic Code Authority. So
Yeah.
So how come he's all? How can he be that powerful?
To the Wyoming Kid.
Yeah, I mean that's some serious, like, you know.
that's
Yeah.
I think that character's name is Terra Man. He was around for
Terra Man.
quite a while back. He had a Western motif, had a flying horse. Used to fight Superman quite often. I haven't seen him lately. Probably for obvious
Yeah, no, I
reasons.
For
I
other
just
reasons.
made a joke. I just made a joke that was the Wyoming Kid because of the previous
Yeah,
issue. But
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's really dynamic. Like you can
Yeah, I mean,
sense
it's
it when they're
lovely, it's
flying,
well
you-
done,
Like
yeah.
you see the tension on the. What's the name of the? Because I'm calling him the Wyoming Kid. What's the name of the character?
Terror Man.
Terra Man,
Man.
I think. Yeah.
yeah, Terraman.
Yeah, you can see the tension, like in the body pose, like he's really trying to
Mhm.
break Superman.
I think it would be better if it was the Wyoming Kid.
Yeah, actually, the
Yeah,
Wyoming
that
Kid
would,
sounds
that
way
would be
better.
better.
Mhm.
That is
I
from
think it would-
1977.
I think it would be better if he wasn't there at all.
Were they selling in those days? Did Marvel went to that idiotic phase too? Well, you know, back then it was just cool kid stuff, you know.
Mhm.
That's the way that they were
Yeah.
looking at it.
Yep.
I don't
Terraman.
have any of the modern Marvel covers. I don't have anything really modern. Most of mine's gold and silver, a little bit of bronze here. But
Yeah.
Penciler
But-
is listed as Kurt Swan.
So
Pardon?
let's go.
Kurt
like,
Swan?
Cover artist is Bob Osner.
Oxner, yeah.
That makes much more sense. I'm like, that doesn't look like Kurt Swan. So
No.
The thing about
Yeah.
modern comics
But
is
the
there's so
interior
many,
is probably Swan on this because he
Yeah,
did action
the
comics for
interior is Swan.
decades. Yeah.
so many of the covers on modern comics are just pin-ups anyway. They don't
True.
tell
Mhm.
anything
Yeah.
about the
Oh,
internal.
Yeah, about the
And-
story. Yeah.
The fact is that telling stuff about the internal aspect of kooky comics like you used to have, because like a lot of the stories were a bit wacky, meant that you often got wacky covers. So there's
Yeah.
Mhm.
just that more chance of them turning into something hilarious.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Ross, you just answered the question I had.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, because I mean, my question was like, if we go like World War II museum
Yeah.
mode, who's to blame for this? And you just explained it.
Has he got a left foot on his right ankle?
He's got a deformed foot.
It's not looking
Yeah.
good.
there on the left
It's not
side.
looking
Yeah.
good. It's not
He's
looking
certainly
good.
going to have trouble walking without a stick.
Yeah, he's no. The thing is that the artist is exaggerating that cut of the foot.
Yeah.
And it's just like that line is too inward, and yeah, it looks looks like a
Yeah,
like a sweet
it's
potato.
I think the whole anatomy is exaggerated too, because the hands are a little larger than they should be
Yeah.
as well. So
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think you've
But
got
that's
that
an
in order to
animation
try to
trick.
show motion. Yeah.
That's an animation trick. Like you exaggerate the anatomy to just like
Yeah.
okay, he's moving really fast, but in comics it doesn't translate well because everybody's like it's a still image.
Yeah.
You know,
Static
in
image.
animation it sits out and it does the job, but here it's not working.
Just going down the list now. Here,
Mhm.
here's a Golden Age character, Golden Age cover that didn't hold up very well. This character's the name of the character is the Bouncer.
Oh no!
That's man. Didn't you just
Oh.
take that comic straight off the newsstand right yesterday?
Oh, look at
It's
that!
your favorite pinup.
Pinup, yeah. Oh,
That looks very modern to me.
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't think that.
Is that like a Greek robe or a dress? I don't know, man. Sir, you're wearing a dress, sir.
has he got?
Yeah, I
has he
don't think,
broken his right arm in several places at the
Yeah,
wrist?
that
and
too.
Yeah.
A little, yeah.
And his hip is completely dislocated. It's just-
You can tell by his face.
He
He's
has a hip.
completely off on like some kind of drug. He's out on it.
yeah.
I don't think that color is right for him.
No, not really. Doesn't match his eyes.
Right. Yep.
And he needs to
I think-
accessorize. 'Cause he needs to, you know.
You know, I think
humor,
that's a Greek
thrills, adventure,
tunic.
and mystery.
It's
Right.
like a
Because
it's a
he's
cooler
wearing-
color, like a blue.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's-
there was ever a character deserving a reboot.
Yeah, dude, he's running to Forever 21 to get accessories like bracelets, and
Humor, thrills,
earrings.
adventures, and mystery.
Yeah,
That dress gets any higher, there won't be any mystery at all.
oh yeah, dude.
No, he's got to have knickers on, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's gonna get nutty.
Now, here's a prime example of why the Comic Code Authority was brought into play. Here's a cover from Crime Does Not Pay.
Oh,
Oh.
God. Oh, that's just over the top, isn't it?
Sometimes it happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when your dinner's not cooked the way you want it, you got to get your point
Look at-
across.
Look at the bottom. The mystery of Indian dick.
I said steak. This is chicken. And,
The mystery of
Indian
Indian dick. Look at the bottom.
yeah, and off to the races.
Now, this title, Crime Does Not Pay, was literally selling about 4 million an issue at the time this came out.
Charles Biro.
On the
I would
stand.
buy that
yeah,
for
Charles
$1.
Biro, yeah.
Buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
Oh damn. That's just
I would
That's just awful, isn't it?
I really like that
It's
cover.
awful.
I can see how it hasn't aged well, but I really like that cover.
Yeah, I mean the concept is cool, but it's just like you feel bad for liking it.
Yeah.
It's just something that's missing in the world right now.
The continuing character in the series is that ghost character there, Crime.
You've got
He was
to
kind
be,
of the narrator for the series.
you've got to be
Yeah.
quite concerned. If you're some kind of kitchen designer, you'd be very
Yeah.
concerned at where they've placed the cooker.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
Why
it's
is the
very odd positioning.
why is
And
the
it
cop
doesn't-
coming in through the window?
Yeah.
That crime, that ghost guy looks like the Joker.
Yeah.
We've got
Yeah.
plenty of cops coming through the window in our country.
Yeah, luckily.
Now,
yeah.
would that scene could be recreated with the new ceramic stoves? That have no flame?
I was going to say, sadly, now one of the most offensive bits of that cover is that gas stove. Yeah,
And why are all the burners on?
Because
Well,
they
make
just
sure-
love wasting
Oh, dude,
energy.
like 3 seconds ago, it was full of food, full of
Yeah.
pots. It's just like they're on the floor now.
Just, you've got to remember the dinner has already been dished up.
Yeah, exactly, it happens. So,
Dinner is in the dog.
Oh,
Looks
that's
like-
why
it
he's
looks
doing
like
it. She
the-
keeps leaving the burners on.
yeah,
That's
This is
like
the- looks like this is the start of Mr. Crime. This must be the first one he was in. This is
Wow.
Mr. Crime here.
Mr. Crime, eh?
Death
Dude.
works overtime in Philadelphia.
nice, dude. That headline, that's
A
awesome.
true story of
Mr.
Legs
Crime.
Diamond.
Legs diamond.
Yeah.
I
That was an
wouldn't
actual crook. Yeah, that's
Because-
probably his actual photograph there. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Mr.
nice.
Crime
True.
is
All
is-
true crime stories here.
Is Mr. Crime there? You know, I mean, is it his fault for everything from like shoplifting all the way through to like mass genocide?
He's just the narrator. I believe every once in a while he would whisper in a criminal's ear, but
I need
most
my
of the time
glasses
he
on.
was just narrating stories.
Right, okay, because he's
The
quite.
mystery
like-
of Indian dick.
We were talking about that a
That
minute
is,
ago.
that is what it says.
It
Damn.
certainly is. Ew.
They admitted the code. Jesus.
Ew.
Poison ring murders.
Yeah. Can you solve the murders of the Maltese mansion?
Hmm.
Miller Faber.
All this sounds so cool. This is a cool cover. I like it. I'm a horrible person. I know.
Really aiming for well, everybody's grinding there for a second. Everybody was aiming for all audiences. So comics were growing up, and Congress didn't want that to happen.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not for all audiences, is it?
No.
Whole audiences,
Hopefully not.
including murderers.
Yeah.
See where the
exactly.
parents might be a little upset at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've sent 20,000 to the local prison.
Could you imagine like a 1950s mom saying like, Timmy, come here. Is her hair on fire? Give me that. And then comes the spoon and the spanking. It happened back then. And then just,
Yes, yeah. It's just the crazy way that things happen is like you'd
Yeah.
take this. There'd be certain parents that take a terrible comic of a small
Yeah.
child and then beat it. And it's
beat it,
like,
yeah,
what's,
beat it,
what's worse?
beat it
being
to
beaten.
consciousness with a wooden spoon. Yes, that's how it went.
A lot of these books got burned. That's why part of the reason they're so valuable today.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
a
nothing
valuable
masochistic
lesson
about
I
that.
think.
Here's
So
an odd
So the word balloon there should, with what you just said about burning comics, should be, "You don't worry, baby, you can join the comics."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny when I thought it in my head, but not when I
Hey,
said it.
no, it was great. It was great, man. I got it.
It's okay. We're all allowed a few
Yeah, I got
duds.
it. I'm not laughing at the joke. I'm laughing at you.
She's got it.
She's got it. She got it hard. Yeah,
Now I've got a few odd comics. This is from Archie not too long ago, I think. Maybe not 10, 20 years ago. This is Archie's Faculty Funnies.
Wow.
The Zapper.
95 cents.
Stan Goldberg.
The Zapper unloads
Yeah.
his tickle ray on the awesome foursome, and it's no laughing matter. It is
Yes.
for us.
But they're laughing.
Dude, this looks like a Pornhub like thing, like
It's the ball.
a category, yeah. Like a
Is he just
Pornhub
not
category.
ticklish?
Pretty sure it was an actual cover. Yeah.
Oh no.
Look at the bottom left. Archie salutes Victor Gorlick in quotation marks. It says editor.
Can you believe like the mayhem in that office? If that got approved, like whatever, do it. Oh man.
We can't pay you your salary increase request, Victor, but we can salute you.
Yeah.
There we go.
And make people doubt your sexual preferences
Yeah.
at the same time.
Here's a favorite title of mine done by C.C. Beck. We've talked about this character before. The guy who created or helped create Captain Marvel. When he stopped doing Captain Marvel, he moved over to Fat Man, the human flying saucer.
That's brilliant, man.
That's awesome, man.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Time to change to Fat Man, the human.
Fat Man, the human
saucer.
flying saucer. And like have the little transformation sequence.
Changing twice.
Yeah.
Three exciting tales in this issue, including where he fights Anti-Man.
And time. And
Introducing Tin Man.
It's a lightning comic.
Yeah, that's very antagonistic. I'm anti-man. He just basically hates everybody.
that fire's like really impressive.
Oh yeah, he spent a lot of time doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the background is not that. He was rushed. Let's just say.
Yeah, he was on the clock.
Well,
How's that camera coming?
He got Vince Coletta to do that background.
CC was very much a minimalist. Strip away everything and
Yeah,
leave what
before
they-
Vince
it's most
Coletta got
important.
his hands on it, it was
Yeah.
beautiful. It was like
Yeah.
photorealistic.
Yeah, it was the best drawing you've ever seen.
I mean,
ultra realistic.
That city's being attacked by yellow triangles. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
It's not fire.
I have a couple of romance comics.
Oh,
You don't see
goody.
those around anymore, like this one. Falling in Love. National
Who drew
Periodical.
that?
Code
Hubba,
Authority.
hubba.
That's it's almost
You're my own
mystery-ish, isn't it?
sister, and my feelings so. Dude,
I
you know what? They
I
should
saw
be,
what you wrote. You, my own sister, and my fiance.
dude. They should do this like with Mexican characters, and this would be the bomb. It would be like telenovelas all over, dude. Those things are huge in Latin America. This is a concept, man.
Do you have
Doing like
telenovela comics
Comic
down there?
book? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We don't have comic books. People
you
love
need 'em.
comic books, but
need
they
'em.
only consume like Marvel and DC, and they assume that's all that exists, and only people who draw live in the U.S.
Wow.
Yeah,
I-
it's weird down here.
I like the attention to detail on this one because he's obviously drawn a silver birch tree, not just a generic tree.
Yeah, yeah, the bar.
So
And the thing's like the
who do you
background is
reckon
really
drew
faded.
that?
He,
Yeah.
he didn't pay much attention to the anatomy, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
true.
The size
you reckon-
relationship, she's huge compared to the girl in
Who
front.
do you reckon? Well, she might just be a big girl.
Yeah, probably it's
Really
like
big girl.
Gigantor.
Who do you reckon drew that? Because there are lots of aspects in this that are very familiar.
Mm.
I was wondering maybe if somebody well known ended up inking it, maybe even if they didn't draw it.
Yeah, the inking on the hair. It's super
Yeah,
nice.
it's sort of remitter-ish.
Mhm.
It almost looks like Murphy inking, especially that birch tree and the hair, like you said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Could have been Murphy Anderson inking.
Mhm.
Over top of somebody else.
Telenovela comics. That actually sounds.
I'm telling you, you do it like a magazine,
Mhm.
like newsprint, one staple, like the old 2000 ADs. You just clean house.
Yeah, like you're kissing the. Have you seen like you're kissing the cripple sequence?
Who? What?
You're kissing the cripple. It's called like that.
No.
It's like the villain, like it's very over the top, and she slaps like a girl in a wheelchair, and she falls to the ground. Dude, it's funny as hell. But it's because it's very hammy.
Okay.
Dude, Mexico is big on that kind of stuff.
Mexico don't give no shits, man.
No, not at all, man. So grabbing that energy and put it into a comic book, damn.
I think you should go live in Mexico, Pedro. You're obsessed.
Mexicans don't give no shits. Yeah.
Low. Look at all the fields full of the shits that Mexicans do not give.
Do not give, yeah. Oh, dude.
Here's another one. Falling in love.
You're a mother. Wow, I thought you were a sister.
No. Where's this going? No. You can hear the funky
Oh no,
music
not
at the
you
top,
too,
don't you?
Mel.
I just came to fix your refrigerator.
I like the way she blames her mother, not him. That's Vince. That's Vince Coletta. That
She's stealing you. I'm moving out.
Yeah. Vince Coletta out. That look at that face. On that
I
guy.
recognise that face. That girl's face.
Yeah.
Is...
At least the inking, yeah. You think
the
that's
art
all
is really
Vince?
good.
That could be all Vince.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
My Mother, the Man Trap.
You can tell it's Vince Coletta.
Yeah.
Shall I tell you how you can tell it's Vince Coletta? Because there's no background on the wall.
There you go. Yeah.
Either wall, through the blue wall or the pink wall.
It's paint.
Just be glad I ran a double line around the frame of the door. Come on. What do you want?
And what do you think I'm doing here? Working?
Yeah, I drew a double line and I still made the deadline.
Nice.
Great.
Oh man. I mean, I really love the character work. It's really good. But
My mother, the man trap.
the Man Trap.
Oh no, not you too. She's a serial
Yeah.
boyfriend stealer.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the first time. And she's moving out and she does it again. Dude, this has Mexico vibes all over.
Well, DC did romance comics for years, and they stopped them because they were doing, not because they weren't selling, but because they were selling more superheroes.
Okay,
So they stopped producing them. Marvel printed. There was a period back in the 50s that Marvel was doing big business doing female themed comics. Venus, the Phantom Blonde, and here's one here from Marvel.
Was it Kubert that started the?
Yeah, dude. The thing is that
the romance comic is attributed to Simon and Kirby.
Simon and Kirby, right? Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, like, when people say like if they make romance comics, like more women will read comics. Like, some women get defensive.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about the women who are already reading comics who like enjoy, like adventure and superheroes and whatnot. We're talking about the girls who watch the Kardashians, like MILF Mother and all those shows that are like women just tearing each other apart. Just do that in comic book form. You'll get readers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in Mexico.
Especially in Mexico. I think there's still a huge market for this.
They have to be Mexican, Glenn. That's okay.
Well, it's the same old, isn't it? The reason why manga's doing well is because they've subdivided all the genres up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you try and force everything through superheroes, then all you do is you annoy the people who like superhero comics. This is vast generalizations.
It's a time and place for everything.
And but the people who don't necessarily want superhero comics aren't going to buy your superhero comics with all the different genres in because they're superhero comics. Okay, so like do lots of different genres and keep everyone happy. There you go.
Yeah, too easy though.
Rant over.
Yeah,
too easy.
Yep. That's what they'd expect you to do.
Yeah. Exactly. Nobody expects.
Yeah, exactly right. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
If you still see from
anyway, Marvel did do some books back in the 50s that were aimed at a more female audience. Here's one.
Gay. But that meant happy. That meant happy.
That just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? No, no beating around the bush there.
Who's
Yeah.
Millie, Tessie, and Nellie?
Is that
Millie.
Millie the model?
Millie the model, yeah.
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 Oh.
The thing is, like, he got hit in the head. Why is he grabbing his crotch?
Well, that's what he was doing before she hit him on the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she hit him on the head. He went straight down into the ground. Of course, like bang, caught it on the way down.
So
This is
she hit him. She hit him mid-stroke.
Yes.
Hey.
Got it.
This
Okay.
isn't just Marvel's push for diversity and inclusion. They use the stupid white male motif as well as the drug paraphernalia sound effect here. This is a
Bong.
This is a triple
You know,
play.
It's a
well, I
waste
don't know
about,
about. I don't
it's
know
a waste about
that.
3 inches.
I don't know about that, Randy, because this cover is really devoid of color.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince Coletta coloured it.
Sorry, I have to do it. I have to do that. I don't care.
Bong.
The guy was enjoying himself where he got hit, though. His tongue sticking
Yeah.
out and everything. So.
Yeah, dude, he was mid-stroke.
Yeah.
And doing that, holding a bag of golf clubs, that's commitment because you don't have balance.
That's a grabby
How's-
caddy.
How's my swing improving, Caddy?
It's not better than mine.
Nice socks too, by the
I
way.
don't know, but if she'd kept her eye on the bloody ball, she'd have hit it, wouldn't she?
Yep.
There's no point looking over there if you're trying to play golf.
Look at the size of her waist. It must be about 3 inches.
And that golf club is like a
She's hitched in.
yeah, dude.
Big belt.
That's like a biblical golf club. It's really long.
Hand bent.
Yeah, wanging. It's wanging. It's
Wanging.
Yeah, it's golf wang.
It's wanging.
Wanging.
Golf wang. We had number wang the other day.
Okay.
No, this is golf
Yeah.
wang.
Lois Lane covers. Got a few of those. Oh, before I do that, how
Sorry,
about
guys, I
this-
brought the birds.
Oh, you're fine. This is a Green Hornet cover for Green Hornet back during World War II. I found kind of interesting.
Dude, this is cool.
Why is he shooting the bomb? That'll make it blow up.
Yeah.
No, ours is not the reason why.
Is this a
Video.
cool rights?
Well, it's
what
okay.
the bomb
Because
is?
it's okay them doing that because they both got those helmets on, so they'll be okay.
Yeah, they'll
This
be
is-
okay. Everybody else
this
is
is-
screwed.
This is fantastic because he's foreseen the exact scene from California during the pandemic.
That's
Mhm.
true. Yeah, he's got that mask on.
Dude, the thing is,
Everybody's
like,
panicking.
who writes what the bomb is on the side of the bomb? It's like radio poison gas. Monkey? What's
It's got it's got a return address on the other side.
yeah, exactly. Return to sender. Yeah. No, dude, but I like the concept. I mean, the composition might need a little bit more work. I don't know. There's something that's off balance. Maybe the way he chose to portray like Central Park, like that perspective,
Yeah.
it's kind of fighting with the action. But dude, it's a cool concept. Like, dude, we're destroying bombs midair, full of gas is gonna rain on us.
I'm sure they sold a lot of covers, or they
Yeah.
sold a lot of comics.
I doubt you'd find all those taxis and buses in the middle of Central Park, though.
That's
Oh,
true
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Oh. Is the Green Hornet in public domain yet, or is it?
No, not well.
No,
The radio plays are questionable. Nobody's really protesting those
Right,
at
the
the moment.
comics.
But the character itself, no, that was
That's a
created off
pity.
of. There's a Lone Ranger
Mhm.
corporation or something like that owns that license.
Right.
They were both
Yeah.
created out of radio station WXYZ here in Detroit.
What about the
Hmm.
Shadow?
The Shadow is starting to the initial pulp stories are hitting public domain now.
Right.
I think
okay.
this year or
Yeah.
next year.
That's
I know
interesting.
the serials are, I think.
The
The film
nobody
serials?
protests the radio plays. In fact, I was thinking of running some here on the show
Mm.
at one point or another,
That would
because
be
some of
cool.
those radio
Yeah.
dramas are pretty crazy
Mm.
and still well written, pretty cool. But there's an internet archive for all of that stuff. There's some pretty great stuff out there. We ran some Groucho Marx the other day. It's that kind of humor
Oh, sweet.
on a lot of these. Lois Lane.
Oh,
Lois.
Oh no!
Oh
no,
dear.
sir, no! What the?
That's the best one yet.
I'm more offended at the Mexican stereotype in the background.
Yeah, see, super
There's a lot
He's
working
doing
on this
that
cover.
though.
There's a lot.
Good
You see,
lord.
it's always Mexicans.
Super hombre.
That's
Super
very.
hombre.
That looks like it's very 70s.
And the things
Yeah.
like down here, we don't say super hombre, we say Superman.
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 Yeah.
Come back. Don't let them do this to me.
Oh, it's kind of like
Yeah.
he's gonna get dark in the hoo-ha.
There. We all back? We were grinding there for a minute. So, but I can still hear you.
That's a very sort of the thing around the belt she's got and the necklace and everything.
Mhm.
It's very 70s styling sort of.
It's probably late 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is like you have like your Mexican day worker at the entrance of the cave, but the guys inside are hacienda guys. So these are like rich Mexicans. They use those sombreros and those little like tied up ties. I don't know how you call those.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is horrible. And white darts.
Yeah, that's pretty hideous because she's just going to be full of pinholes.
In the hoo-ha. Yeah.
Let's kill her by throwing darts at her. Yeah.
No, this is more like they don't want to kill her. This is more of a recreational activity.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We're gonna kill you, but we're gonna kill you slow.
Yeah, it's definitely somebody, an English speaker, writing "C Super Hombre."
Super hombre, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No, but they say, Miss Lane, we're going to kill you slow.
With the darts. 180.
And 18 dardos down your panuch.
It's all right. By the time they finish, if they're playing darts like we used to play them in the UK, they'll all be drunk.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody knows who won.
No,
Like,
and they'll all
It's this is just Mexican foreplay, isn't it?
yeah,
For the
exactly.
bullseye. Yeah.
It works every time, Glenn. Half the time.
works every time.
Every time.
Every time. The
I'm
girls love
sure
it.
it does.
Yeah, the girls love it.
We'll give
It's
that
a
one a
little-
miss.
It's a little bit of cultural appropriation here working, I think.
I don't know. Oh, wow, she's fighting with a baby on her back.
This is Neil Adams.
God, it looks like it's
This
dead,
is-
doesn't it? That baby.
Whatever happened to hold my baby?
So
Whoever
she's
eats
now
my
an
baby.
Indian.
Papoose.
Sorry, whatever you call it.
Papoose.
You need
Papoose.
that Indian papoose.
Does anybody know?
Indigenous native lady. There you go.
Does anybody know how many covers Neil Adams drew in this period? Because he was doing everything, wasn't he? All the
Just
covers.
about every one, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they trying to stone her?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
You must
The
give
Indian
up that
papoose.
Indian papoose now for your own safety.
No, we
Never
don't
use
want
my
Indians
baby.
in the city.
And he's already been choked. If you look at him, he's suffocated. He's strangled there, isn't he?
He's swaddled in pretty hard there.
Yeah, he's stuck in.
So let me just get this clear now. They don't like the fact that she's got this baby, so they're stoning her, and they might hit the baby.
Yeah.
No, they want to hit the baby, not her.
Oh right,
That's the thing. Yeah,
right. Oh, that's
they
even
don't
worse.
want natives in the city.
Oh, I
I
see.
guess.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a. Yeah, this is definitely a thing.
Very,
I like
very.
how Superman.
Definitely a
who
thing.
was-
Yeah.
This is definitely one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of
Terrible.
questions, but I'm not like terribly offended by it. Like I want to know what's happening. Like I want to know the story.
Yeah, I want to know
Right.
what the hell's going on in the
Yeah.
mind of the writer that got to
Mhm.
this cover.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I want to know why Vince Coletta coloured that one, the background again.
Dude, and who threw the upper right rock? That looks huge.
Yeah. Well, they're actually not throwing rocks. Those are two meteorites that have just entered.
Yeah,
the-
That must be what it is. Yeah. Yeah. They're just
That is-
protesting. That's why they're carrying. It's a peaceful protest. They're carrying
Yeah,
signs.
it's a peaceful
It's
protest.
mostly
yeah.
peaceful.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah, only the two guys in gray.
Yeah.
I actually like that. Like you can see, like the arc of the
Yeah.
throw.
Yeah.
Really well done.
Oh well, yeah.
And of course, during this period was that classic Lois Lane story great cover. This is really difficult to find out there. I've only seen a couple of them in the wild
Confuse your kids
in the
for
last
15
like
cents.
10 years or so. And that's
Mhm.
this cover.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Every fucking time they change a character,
Say what you mean, Mitch.
every time that they change a character's nationality or ethnicity, this political virtue signaling, I keep thinking about this cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this is basically what
Superman's got a chamber that'll do that for you. Just
Yeah.
contact him and go up to the fortress. That's all you got to
There's
do.
a lot of people who would love to do that. Like, I don't know. To me, this is just like exploring ideas and storytelling. Like, I don't feel offended at all. It's just like,
What's
Well,
all
at, the
that
time,
about-
at the time, this was a major story. Yeah.
What's all that at the bottom there? I am curious, black. What?
I met a couple of ladies who were feeling like that, and I helped them.
Oh God. This, oh.
Wait a minute. Let me get my bell here. There we go.
Oh dear.
Oh,
sorry, Ali.
poor Alison. Poor Alison.
Sorry, Ali.
Sorry, Alex.
This is it.
I'm
No, you're
sorry.
not.
Keeping it light. We're keeping
No,
it
I'm
light.
not.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
This is actually a derivative from at the time, there was a very famous porn movie out called I Am Curious Yellow.
All right.
I've seen it. It's there's a Criterion edition of it.
Yeah.
I have it, and I'm gonna look for it.
Is that Kurt Swan drawn that?
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Well,
Just wow. This is just
Yeah.
wow.
what
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
you say? What
Yeah.
can you say?
You can't, I don't see very many copies of this out anymore.
I wonder why.
Not very many.
Yeah.
Well, it's really sought after.
Yeah, but that should go for a penny, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Pardon?
No, I'm sure it'll go for a lot more under
Yeah.
the right market.
I think it's
dude.
like 600-700, something like that, raw.
Mm,
Really?
It's
Nice.
probably higher than that once it's graded.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know
Definitely.
the Archie cover up here. It's the last time I talked to a dealer about it, it was 600. You can find it in readable condition.
Archie's been busy.
Yeah,
That's brilliant. I think that's probably the best cover I've ever seen. It's absolutely brilliant. Certainly the funniest.
probably one of the best Archie covers. Yeah,
Yeah.
Archie's done some really funny, intentionally funny stories over the years. Yeah. I think I've only got one more here I haven't shown. It's that Sonny.
Oh my God, that poor hip. Oh.
Look at that chest. Look at the chest.
Yeah, dude, that's
Look
very
at
easy
that
to
guy.
get sun down there.
He's like, I've got a view.
Danger thin ice. Yeah.
You're on thin ice, mate.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
my
the
God.
most, that's probably the most obvious version of upskirting I've seen.
Sonny.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
Like,
don't
this is an
bend
artist
like
that, yeah, this is an artist that didn't know anatomy well and tried a very awkward pose. There's no
Yeah.
compensation. Like, bones are breaking. There's no balance.
Keyboard is killing me today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And there's easier ways to get sun down there. Like, why would she do this pose specifically? It's just, I don't know.
She's just showing off.
She is showing up.
She's showing
Yeah.
off.
See, look at me. I have no bone structure. Yeah. I see it.
Marvy, if you're still there, Marvel and DC were both selling really well. Marvel was gaining ground at this point. DC was the major seller at this
Yeah, Star Wars.
at this juncture.
Yep.
Marvel really picked up in the late 70s, yeah, because of Star Wars.
Yeah.
In fact, they attribute Star Wars for pulling them out of near bankruptcy because
Go figure.
Roy Thomas, Lucas approached Roy Thomas. Roy Thomas, the story is, and I might be wrong, Thomas approached Marvel and had to convince him to do Star Wars.
Wow.
Yeah, you did.
When
And
that
then
IP was gold.
They trusted Thomas because he brought Conan to him too, and they were like, "Barbarian, what the heck? Who's going to read this book?"
Yeah, there's always
A lot of people.
Everybody.
Everybody.
It's very odd. It's very odd that body, isn't it? Very odd. Look at that right arm. Very strange.
Yeah.
It's all off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And boobs don't do that. Just
We don't
Okay.
care.
no.
We don't care.
No, they do not.
That's,
Their boobs, we're completely
Yes,
No,
you're
I
men.
mean-
mesmerized.
No, yeah, fair enough, but they are pretty damn odd.
Yeah.
They had
Also,
Madonna's
that
boob
top
job
is pretty
doctor.
clingy right to the.
Yeah,
dude.
why
boobs,
is it
too.
stretching the way it's stretching?
I
Yeah,
think
the thing is that-
I think it's because they're moving up as she moves.
yeah. No, the thing is that boobs do that if you use a lot of scaffolding and like support.
Well, they had
They
Maybe.
look like oranges.
they had a
Yeah,
lot more
I think she's-
restrictive bras in that day too.
I
by
think
the
Do you
way.
guys remember the
managing-
push-up bra?
Yeah.
I think she's managing to do. She's managing to break on one skate,
Mm-hmm.
and as she's done that, her weight has shifted forwards, and her boobs have moved up towards her chin.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
And
you're
and-
talking about momentum here.
And dislocated
Momentum.
her right shoulder.
And she's
That's right.
dislocated her right shoulder and her left leg at the same
Same
time.
time.
And thinned out her left arm there too.
Yes.
Quite considerably
Something-
compared
What's
to
important is that the boobs are in the right place. Yeah.
That's right.
Momentum.
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah, they're not like on
how her
that kid
neck's
earlier
breaking,
who was
it
in the
looks like.
devil cover.
She's saying, beat it, kid. I'm looking for a Mexican.
Yeah, exactly. Peter
Oh my
Kid.
God.
I'm looking for a real hombre.
I'm looking for a Mexican with darts.
Marvy says they didn't have Click Studio Paint back then.
I'm just darting over to see the Mexicans.
The Mexican, yeah.
Redraw the character from scratch. Hell no. Let her be big. Yeah.
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 Hit the blue 100 points. Hojo in the house. Hojo, good morning. Good
Hey,
morning.
what's up, Hojo?
Marvy, of course I'm here.
I'm really
Says,
gent.
boobs are awesome. Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, boobs are awesome.
Boobs are awesome.
But I love Kenny, but he like just showed he knew nothing about the medium. Like, what you doing? What, a comic book? All right.
Oh yeah, he was obviously just being paid.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Comics are awesome.
I think that's all I've got.
I think that's all we
That,
needed.
that's more than enough.
There's if anybody's got a
Yeah.
great indecent cover out there.
We finished
Let
on
me
a
know.
corker.
Captain
Isn't
Marvel.
it?
Oh, I didn't see that one. Wait, what?
Oh, don't.
Captain
Don't.
Marvel.
They'll give you nightmares.
Steamboat.
Nice. Attaboy, Steamboat. Dude, look at them lips.
Yeah, they actually stopped that character back in the early 50s because people complained.
Yeah, the thing is like, okay, I would redraw Steamboat.
He's the
without
first
the
real.
lips
Yeah,
and the beanhead. And dude, like, it's an awesome character. Like, he's like a proto steel or something. Like, I see the hammer, so I see like the
he's
connection
just
there.
got the hammer there for effect.
You see,
Oh.
we said this last week that the drawing is great. It's just that
Yeah.
head, just that guy's
just a
head.
Yeah,
It's a
and
beanhead.
it seems,
Stereotype look of the
Yeah,
it
the thing
seems
is
so
Steamboat's just
bizarre
bad.
as well.
Yeah.
I think
the-
Way
the
over the
whole-
top.
bizarre to characterize
Mhm.
a face like that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yet
Okay,
make everything
so-
else look so sort of
Mhm.
pseudo real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole beanhead and lips, it comes from like 1900s caricature from French press.
Yeah.
They used
Yeah,
to draw
very
Africans
similar.
like that
Yeah.
Mhm.
because that was like the characterization, and it stuck. But
Mm.
dude, like I see nothing more. Like if you redesign the head, it's a perfectly viable like
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
timey
Yeah,
black
yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I like the way he's dressed. You know, because
Mhm.
Yeah.
that reminds me of a time where black families were still together.
Yeah, it's like got a 30s kind of feel to the.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it does.
Very cool.
We saw
Not the
Dolly.
lips.
We saw
No,
Attack
that's.
of the
Oh
Attack
no!
of the Grizzly Panda.
Oh.
Panda.
Do you know what his
Geronimo
eyes
Jones.
look like?
Geronimo Jones.
Go back to the panda. Go back to that panda's face. That's like what is that? Ironic Orange, or whatever it was, back on the YouTube in the day, and they had like that. They put somebody's eyes and lips onto
Dude,
an
that's like
orange.
it's a furry costume.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
where the mouths are upside down.
With or that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And the eyes look like they've been popped in there about to float about. They're like
Mhm.
really weird.
Yeah,
It's funny
remember
around the room.
that animated show, like Clutch Cargo, where they
Yeah.
use the
that
drawing
kind
and
of
put
thing,
like
yeah.
lips.
Yeah. We've watched some episodes of Space Angel here before.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
it's like you said before earlier on, Russ, about that panda. He's almost on the cover, isn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of like just sort of popping in for a minute.
Yeah.
Vicinity
been
is
done
Looks
a little
nothing
bit
like
more.
a panda either.
Oh man.
A weird panda, like you said.
Were panda. Yeah.
It probably
panda.
started out being a grizzly bear, and somebody said, "Hey, can you repaint that and turn that bear into a panda? Because we got a story about a ferocious panda coming up."
Yeah.
I could do that.
And he says, "Yeah, no problem." And obviously there
Yeah, no
was.
No problem, boss. Don't fire me, boss.
Geronimo
Yeah,
Jones and the
Vicinity
floating
has
nun.
Vicinity
This is
has it with
fantastic.
annoying orange.
Annoying orange. That's it. Well done.
Yeah.
Annoying orange.
Annoying orange. I remember
Does-
that
it
one.
looks like annoying orange in panda form.
Mhm.
There we go.
Yeah, I like how this is going on in the ring. The couple in front is paying attention, but the people in the back are just focusing on the couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Your
everyone's there.
priorities are in the wrong place.
Yeah, everyone's
Uh.
there just to watch those guys make out. That's it.
Yeah.
Liberty
Oh
Comics.
no.
That's
Dude, I
brilliant.
think that guy wants it. That's the thing.
He's happy.
Yeah, look
He
at
says
his
nothing's
face.
gonna
He's
happen.
happy about it.
He's gay about it.
Has he
Doesn't
got?
see it coming.
Has he got her shorts on? They look like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, that's below the belt. No, dude.
It's about right on the belt right
Yeah,
there.
you don't shoot people there.
Hello.
Hey, wait a minute. Slave Girl comics?
Slave Girl Comics.
Hey, Clint.
Driving test. Saw that.
There you go.
Saw that. Our favorite fart
The
cover.
ugly kids.
Yeah, dude. This I mean, when your stool looks like that, you need to see a doctor. Just right away.
Oh, that's what happened to them once they got out of the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. When it's lumpy
No,
like
that's
that.
a disturbing
Poor
one.
Steel.
I can't work out which is the more disturbing one. The one with the little girl doll on it and the ice creams, or this one.
Dude, that seal is getting it.
Dolly.
Yeah, like is it that one that's more disturbing, or is the Alf more disturbing? I don't know.
I think that seal is in pain.
Yeah,
dude,
it's not.
yeah.
I don't like that seal.
I mean, the archie cover with the girls with chatter on their face. That's a good
That wasn't a cover. That was just a panel from
Yeah.
inside one of the stories. Yeah.
That seal isn't in pain. It's impaled.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
There was a romance panel that I didn't I didn't clip with a girl moaning about the fact that she couldn't go anywhere without her boyfriend Richard, saying, "I can't get anywhere without Dick."
At least she's honest.
I didn't clip that though.
Derek
Smack
Okora,
that
Russ.
glass ceiling.
Great Action
Eddie.
Comics cover.
Salami
Oh, yeah.
attack.
Like
Yes.
It's like that's the wang.
Respect the charcuterie. The best.
Funny Comics. Crime. That's only one of a lot of different Crime Does Not Pay
Dude,
covers.
we should do a show just
Probably one
with
of the
these
worst
covers. Yeah.
See, the lesson you get from that cover is don't ever overcook steak.
Yeah, dude. Don't. Damn.
Faculty Funnies.
I said medium rare, not medium well.
Oh,
There's a-
Yeah.
There's a hot stuff
Oh,
cover I
man.
forgot I had.
Okay, this is-
Smoking, making smoke rings, giving himself a little halo on top.
Are you sure that
and
that
impaling the
smoke's
rings
not
on
coming
his tail.
And
Are
then
you sure
ringing
that
him
the
around his
smoke's
tail
coming
there.
out of his ass?
I love the
Pardon what?
background.
Yeah, Vince
Yeah.
Valletta.
Yeah. It's just a little yellow. Love, falling in
Dude,
love.
this romance comic books. It's not a bad idea, dude.
Was a big thing. Was a big thing back in the day. I mean, they ran romance books until probably late 70s. Yeah.
But you need the right writer for it though, because I can't write a romance novel because it's like what, and I leave. That's like my modus operandi.
You'd have to come up with a great storyline to really hook
Yeah.
people right off the bat and keep them run, just like the telenovelas.
Actually, I kind of know a guy.
Sensationalistic and just keep banging.
Yeah.
Here in America, they've got soap operas that have been running that started out as radio shows. I mean,
How about a
General
comic book?
Hospital's on like season 60 right now.
Yeah. How
If
about
you-
a comic book about a reality show?
They did that. There was
Like
actually
MILF
a
Manor.
new. There was a New Warriors thing that was a reality show that led to the Civil
Yeah.
War arc.
But,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
but
the thing.
still-
Like you're grabbing
Yeah.
superheroes.
They're
to
still
do the-
superheroes, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
No,
or just
Yeah,
like,
again.
like
Yeah.
normal people characters.
Oh.
Plus, Tiffany
Look at
spreads
that.
her legs and
Look at
catches
that.
crabs.
Look at a sitting uncomfortably publication. Look at the bottom.
That's
Oh
got to
my
be fake.
God.
That's probably fake.
And that's how it happens, boys. You have
I
to
just pulled
spread your
that
legs
off the
first.
web. I forgot it was even there.
Penny
Yeah, there's
spending.
a Facebook page called Your Ruined Childhood,
Yeah.
where they take like old kids books and kids comics and Photoshop different titles on them. It's pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
The Wyoming kid is in this one. That's
see,
like,
there
that's so mean.
This is what I talk about the multiple bites. Nobody looks manly using those. No.
So they don't even try.
And my
We're
God,
making
Batman
Robin
and
do all the
Superman.
work, though.
Yeah, I was about to say that Batman and Superman are dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Superman can fly, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he could just push that bike along without thinking.
hmm
He'd
And
just
the
be
artistic-
flying while sitting.
Hey, you know, it would be funny if they didn't take like the artistic license to show the faces, because normally those kids would be on everybody's faces on the back. You know, they wouldn't be like arcing like that, so you can see like Batman's face and Superman's face. They would be eating that cake, both. Of
Oh
them.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Don't like it. The background's awesome though. No perspective, just like yellow, green. There you go. We're
That's
out.
all
Like
you
that,
need.
that might be Kurt Swan there, judging from
Yeah.
the girl in front. She really looks like
Yeah.
a swan drawing.
Mm. And these guys were on the clock, man.
Sunny again, world's finest,
Boom, boom,
yeah.
boom. Shake the room.
world's finest. Peter Tanner, gay comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Green Hornet,
Yep.
and then back to
We're done.
Lois again.
I'm curious,
Curious
Black.
Black.
Yeah. Bringing back memories, man.
Hojo, annoying orange. Yeah,
They
annoying
don't
orange.
make them like they used to, do they?
Long vacation. Wrong location for a panda too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Korean
Yeah, that's
comics
the
have a
thing.
bunch of
Koreans
dating
know.
series. Yeah.
Koreans know.
Mhm.
That's the thing. Like, dude, like you come up with a nice romance comic, like
Slice
And-
of life. Yeah.
and you have like very Mexican names like Chachi and Conchita. And just dude, it would be freaking awesome.
Jumping the shark. Yeah.
Well, if you've got more covers that didn't quite hold up well, let me know. Send me an email or let us send us a comment. Put a comment in the chat or whatever. We'd love to run another episode of this if we could find some more covers that didn't quite hold up.
Yeah.
Over time. So just got to be careful not to catch the Photoshop ones. I should
Yeah,
pull up
exactly.
I'd pull up that Archie one, but I don't know if we'd be struck or not.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well, I mean, what have we learned today, guys?
Avoid Mexicans.
No, avoid Mexican with darts.
With darts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
exactly.
mean. Yeah, with
Yeah.
darts, yeah.
With darts.
And nuns.
And
Yeah.
nuns. Yeah.
That's not real.
Well,
Archie,
I could have
that?
I could have told
As
you
soon
that
as-
nuns were evil. So.
Mhm.
Right.
I
Went
know
to
the
Catholic
boner issue of Batman's real.
Say what?
Wow.
I know the boner issue of Batman's real. There's an
Oh, the
old-
Bat
I think
Wang.
well, that too, but there's an issue of either Batman or Detective Comics from back in the day where the Joker is looking for something called a boner. Don't know what it is, and Batman and Robin are trying to stop him.
A boner.
This is a comic book, people. That exists.
So he's looking for a Viagra?
I don't know.
Looking for a
Old
boner.
Captain America cover. Trapped. I don't know why I pulled that one aside. Too easy. I suspect a trap. Snap.
Snap.
A mile a minute thriller.
What's that one? Isn't it? Oh, there's one with Iron Man and Captain America, isn't there?
That was
there's-
photoshopped in. That
Was that
dialogue's not real.
photoshopped? I'll say because that
Yeah.
panel's bloody hilarious if it's
That,
real.
that dialogue wasn't real from what I've been
Mm.
able to figure out. Here's a there's I think that's the one. This is from an Archie comic, I think. That Boy Binky, I think it was called.
It's your own fault, Fran.
Wow. Sometimes Dick makes me tired, Jesse. It's your old Fran. You got to work on your cardio. Like you can't allow.
Exactly.
Normally, Dick that gets tired first.
Yeah, I'm just
Fran's
gonna,
tired of Dick.
Yeah. Fran, be better.
Be better, friend. Yeah. Funny.
Sorry, guys. I woke up with this energy. I'm not normally like this.
Yes, you are.
Looking through what else I have since it's so early in the show here. And I am not finding any. Well, I got a Wonder Woman cover here. Let's take a look and see what that is.
Wonder Woman.
That's
Have you seen that cover? That new cover with Wonder Woman with a pinhead?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's really weird, and it's a style decision. It's all
yeah.
It's hardly, I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening.
It's a TNT trap.
Wonder
Torpedo.
Woman.
Could be trouble.
Well, talk
Oh my
about
God.
innuendo. His torpedo's hitting her buoy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like torpedoes, the torpedo says torpedo on the side, so it was
Just so you know what it is. So it's not,
So you
somebody
know-
doesn't mistake it for a sausage.
Yeah, that's what I
it's
was
a
thinking.
torpedo. It's not a wing; it's a torpedo. Okay.
I don't think
not-
there's
it's
many
a-
red torpedoes either.
It's
Yeah.
a massive techno Savoy.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice clouds though.
That would be a
not
great
bad.
name for a superhero from back in the golden age, the Red Torpedo.
The red torpedo.
Oh, I was thinking the
What's his
techno
special
Savoy
move,
would be better.
Here is a passage I found in Justice League. That's an
Hmm.
actual page that I thought was kind of interesting.
What's going on there?
Big Barda comes out in a dress that she found. They asked her where she found that. It says it was sent up to my room. I just assumed it was one of you arranged, and then she looks at the side and sees it's
Oh.
Plastic Man's belt.
Oh,
Oh, it is actually Plastic Man.
Nice.
She's wearing Plastic
So-
Man.
She's wearing Plastic
whoever-
Man.
Whoever drew that has never seen Big Barda.
I was just about to
Yeah.
say that looks
Yeah,
nothing
dude.
like Big Barda.
dude, it's
Yeah,
like
but
Modern
Barda.
comics. Modern
That's-
comics, you know.
That looks
Yeah.
like that. What they've done is they've just drawn generic slim woman from
Mhm.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
exactly.
Big Barda at all.
They've
Looks
not
like,
characterized it at all.
Demi Moore a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
Demi Moore. That's exactly. Yeah, I was thinking. So the Big Barda is a big woman. She She goes in and out of the right places. All right. She's
Yep.
got a figure, but she's
Mhm.
a big sort of
Big woman,
she's
yeah.
imposing figure.
I think the word is Amazon.
Gargantuan.
She's big boned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
boned woman.
You
Yeah.
can't call her Amazon because the way that they depicted an Amazonian, as in Wonder Woman, it was more slight and slender.
Mhm.
She would, I mean, back in the day, Wonder Woman wasn't depicted, and I'm talking about 70s and 80s here. Okay, not early stuff.
Linda
right?
Carter.
But yeah, she was never depicted as a big woman. She was just strong. Like Superman isn't like 10 foot tall.
No.
Yeah.
He's okay, he's
Yeah.
6 foot or whatever, but he's a big guy, he's muscular, but he's like he's not ridiculous. Okay. Whereas Big Barda is a big imposing figure. Okay, so you can see the difference between the characters.
So you've got an alien who can fly and is indestructible. And it's not ridiculous.
No, what I'm saying is the
I know.
proportions
Image-wise,
are not
image-wise.
ridiculous. It's not like, well, no, if you compare Superman and his strength to the Hulk, okay, the Hulk is massive, okay, and gets even, according to the more later lore in Marvel, gets even more massive as he gets angrier, okay.
Which
right?
is something I like.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Whereas Superman is incredibly strong, but stays the same all the time, and is actually in the form of a pretty. I mean, he's basically like if you were to see a bodybuilder standing next to Superman in a comic, a bodybuilder might have more muscle.
Mhm.
Do you know what I'm saying? So there's
Yeah.
it's the proportion, it's the characterization of the body type of these people, but Big Barda right here does not have her costume on. So
No.
how do you know it's Big Barda?
I wouldn't if it hadn't have said Barda, I wouldn't have known. who
You
that
wouldn't have
was.
known exactly.
Looks like
That's
Wonder
what
Woman.
that's what I'm talking about. There's no body characterization of the character there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What happens to Plastic Man for doing that? Whatever it. whoever it is.
I've never
He
read the
goes and has a
story,
good
but-
wash. I'd be off
I
for a
assume.
shower.
Yeah, he's already having fun. So
Yeah. Here's a
Yeah,
picture of
Speaking
What
of
happens
those,
later?
be more from
All
earlier.
those supposedly human guys are all bigger than her.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's stupid.
Like you
There's
say, nobody
Yeah.
nobody knows. Nobody's gone away and read that before
Mhm.
they've visualized that.
Yeah, dude.
Look, I
can't
mean,
enlarge
that's
on that,
independent. She's there. She hasn't got anyone
That's-
around her, but you can tell she's a big, imposing figure.
Yeah.
And she's got a larger bone structure.
Yeah, there's a lot of power and energy in that image.
She's a big bone girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's supposed to be more of like a China physique.
Mm.
Well, like a
If you
Gina
remember the old
Carano.
wrestler.
Is it Gina
Yeah.
Carano? Carano,
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
her name?
Right.
That would be
kind of
big Barda.
physique.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
Exactly.
gorgeous, but she's not petite at all. She's a big
thick.
woman, you know,
Yep.
but she's beautiful. So that kind of structure for the body. Yeah.
Well, I gotta get going, guys. I gotta do some stuff, but it has been fun looking at these crazy covers.
Allison, appreciate you showing up.
Crazy comment.
Especially
I'm
this early in the
sorry,
morning,
Ali.
especially it being daylight savings time. Thank you so much for coming.
See you, Alison.
Let
you.
folks know where they
See
can find you, Allie.
Well, you can find me right here on the Indie Comics Network every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time with Arting with the Alley Cat. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm going to be doing a manga on my Patreon, so if you put in a minimum of $1, you'll be getting my manga updates
Nice.
on that. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool.
So I'll see everyone later.
Thanks a lot for
Yeah.
stopping by.
Take care, Allie.
Appreciate you very much. Take care. Anybody else out there got some great covers to show? Anybody, any suggestions? Or
No.
Covers,
that's-
the quality that's been shown today, like I have nothing, man.
more than
No,
enough?
no.
More than enough.
I have nothing. No, but it's awesome, man. Like the thing is, like as always, I like to take into account like the time frame when things are done.
Right.
Mhm.
And dude, you see the craftsmanship in
Mhm.
most of these covers. Maybe not so much in Wear Panda, but dude, these guys were on the clock.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Even the Wear Panda and the Freaky
I don't-
Girl one, you know,
Yeah.
there's you can
That's more
still
of a
see there's
cheap
a lot,
pulp painting
but
there.
you can
Than,
still see there's effort been put into
oh yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I don't agree with this on the clock thing because it's you still got to get it right and be professional.
Yeah, you
The
gotta get it
reference.
right.
It's good. Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, the passage of time is something that is a factor, Glenn. I'm not saying like you're not supposed to be professional. You always try to do your best with the time given. But I mean, at some point you'll see a piece of art and it's like, hey, maybe you could give it like a couple of days, maybe a week more, and it would be better.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
like I noticed that, especially in
to
the
be-
background.
to be fair, that maybe there's no internet, so you can't get that image immediately. So
Yeah.
you have to go to the library and take.
Mhm.
It's Friday night, so you got to wait till Monday morning. All that kind of stuff.
I don't
yeah.
know. Like I know
No,
the word
no
in
excuse
Spanish.
anymore when you got access
Yeah,
to Google, though.
exactly.
And being,
I know the word in Spanish, but I don't know in English. It's like a library for photographs, called hemeroteca in Spanish. I don't know if you had those.
like clip art.
No, it's not a clipboard. It's like a big, like a library, but you go, it's only pictures, and you go and it's like a real, you roll and you see like, that's how you look for
Like
picture
microfiche
references.
type of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
illustration.
you have those in libraries over here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you can have
Yeah,
them
like-
anywhere.
I remember that we have like an Hemeroteca Nacional, and when you needed references, you have
Yeah.
to go there physically
Mhm.
and just go like, clack, 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 or have like a huge collection of magazines. Like it was the nightmare.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. The one good thing about the internet.
Yeah, dude.
I think the artist, to be fair to him, is or her, whoever did it, has done a generic, like the rifle that the guy's holding. It's not.
Yeah.
It's just a generic.
You've
like-
got to
Yeah.
remember as well, there were a huge number of illustrators that were just comics were so big and so prominent and prolific that they just went to any illustrator they could get hold of at times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily a comic book illustrator.
and
they just went and got
comics-
an illustrator.
Like today, comics don't pay very well,
No,
so they don't get the top-notch illustrators. Those guys
Yeah.
get into advertising or they get into comic strips.
the people
you know.
the people that were earning decent amounts out of
Mm-hmm.
comics were the people who were genius level and hugely quick. And
Yeah.
that would be Kirby, you know, like all the names that we go
Yeah.
run up
Yeah,
and
the
down.
ones that could kick it out in a hurry. Yeah.
Yeah, but not only are they quality, but they're kicking it out quick as well.
And
Yeah.
the majority of
Quality
those
is
guys
fast.
were still trying to get comic strips during that period, desperately sending
Yeah.
stuff to the syndicates and
Yeah.
just trying to get a hold of anything that they could in order to
Yeah.
make a living
Yeah.
doing what they wanted to do.
And of course, the more you do it, the better you get at it, the quicker you
Right.
get
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
even with
no.
Kirby, if you look at his stuff in the 60s, and usually Shield, if you if he drew 10 Shield agents, they all had a different weapon.
Yeah.
He just drew a generic machine gun or whatever it was. So when they
Yeah.
would probably all have the same make, wouldn't they? Same model.
Dude,
Still
I
about
find
drawing,
that really funny because, like, guys, you guys talk about syndication like it's Nirvana, and I drawn for newspaper down here, and it's only like $50 a pop. But it's not
Well,
American
no,
prices.
that
Yeah.
times have really changed since the
Mm.
30s and 40s.
Okay.
Because back
Gotcha.
then you were in thousands of papers and you were pulling in half of whatever they were pulling down.
Yeah.
It was
Cost of
global
living
as
here
well.
was next to nothing. Yeah.
Mhm.
You could afford to take on 3 or 4 apprentices in order to get ahead so that you could take like a vacation or whatever.
Oh, my.
They had these guys that were running the strips, especially big ones like Prince Valiant and Flash Gordon and Dick Tracy were superstars. Milt Caniff, these guys were fought over at the newspapers to try to bring their strip over to their syndicate because they were money.
Yeah, Kirby was trying to get a newspaper strip when he did Sky Masters, and I'm sure I read somewhere that he and Wally Wood produced that in their evenings. That they were drawing for DC at the time, or whatever they were drawing for the day job, so to speak.
Yeah,
and I'm sure I might be wrong about this, but I'm sure I read in the Comic Collector that they published his takings from Sky Masters for the first 6 months, and it was something like $8,000. Which transforms now to about 60,000, and that was for 6 months in his nighttime, in his evening thing, So you can
that
see
was just his side hustle.
Yeah. So you
that
could see why in those days getting a newspaper strip was so successful, because look at Peanuts and all that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know how much John Romita was getting for doing Spider-Man with Stan Lee on the newspaper thing, but I bet it was a lot. I bet even if he only got a dollar per paper, that's like $2,500.
No, they wouldn't even have gotten that much, but they were in a lot of papers. Especially Spider-Man was
Romita
one of the last
would have
really big strips.
Romita would have just been given a flat rate for his art.
Right.
He wouldn't have got that money, would he?
Him and Lee would have probably taken a percentage. Marvel would have taken a percentage, but Lee and Romita would have probably split it 50-50.
Right.
So
I would imagine. Game. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is a numbers game.
I see.
But you get people like Hal Foster, Chester Gould, and that they have Milt Caniff, especially. They were high on the hog because they were in thousands of papers all throughout the world. Lee Falk is another great example.
Well, I don't know.
He was running Mandrake and Phantom at the same time.
Yeah,
you just pick up a couple of assistants and just kick ass and make money.
I like to connect dots that shouldn't be connected, but I'm noticing that the era of the advertised news is coming to an end.
Oh yeah, very much so.
All those guys are falling.
Oh yeah, they are absolutely.
So
because they're trying to cater to the lowest common denominator.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't have a syndicated strip anymore without either being really established or having a couple of side hustles.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. This is me speculating, but I think we're going back to more of a subscription-based news consumption.
Yeah,
and this is a big opportunity for illustrators, because if the public gets used to a subscription-based news consumption, we can do that with comics too. So that could be a new stream of revenue, like subscription-based comic strips.
But that's probably why they're introducing AI to do them.
Yeah.
Well, the Burroughs estate has been running a subscription service for the last, I think, about 10 years, where they have a paywall online, and they have a group of illustrators that have been adapting all of the Burroughs properties up there.
When Lee Falk was doing the Phantom, I'm sure I read that he would produce 3 strips a day.
Nice.
So that's how far ahead he was, and I think they were still printing that about a year after he died.
Yeah,
because he was so far ahead.
Oh, they were working. Yeah, if you were a workhorse like that, you could work your way up. And who was it? There was a strip. I can't remember what it was. Single panel strip. The The guy ended up passing. They had strips that they ran for 3 years after he had
Oh,
Yeah.
he had
nice.
physically passed, because he had that much of a backlog built up. And he just kept producing and
I saw some Leafault pencils, and there was nothing there. It was all done with the inks.
Yeah.
Because he was so familiar and so fast and so good. He just needed the basic compositions, and
Plus
he did most of the work with ink.
I'm sure he worked with a couple of assistants as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't his brother take over?
I'm not absolutely sure, but it wouldn't surprise me. A lot of times those what I would call legacy strips, the apprentice would come and inherit it after the original creator retired. That Foster was that way with Sean Cullen Murphy.
Mhm.
Cullen Murphy come in after Foster was done, and you saw almost no drop in quality in the strip for decades.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't call that hitting the jackpot, even though it kind of looks like that. But dude, like, if you want to inherit the comics, you have to work for it.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
you have to be an apprentice. You're under
Well,
the wing of the creator. So yeah,
it's
But-
work hitting that constant deadline anyway,
Mhm,
because
yeah.
that deadline will creep up and literally kill you if you let it.
oh yeah.
You have to stay on top of it and stay ahead of it in order for you to be somewhat sane, or you're always you're always chasing the white rabbit, trying to catch up to your deadline. That's why you see a lot of these strips don't last very long. Burke Breathitt is a great example. He'll run a strip for a few years, Opus, Bloom County, and then he'll stop for a few years, and then he'll restart
Mhm.
and do something. That and the editorial hassles that they have to run through now, because everything is so PC. It's just it's terrible. You can't do an adventure strip anymore because the editors will just stop you.
No.
So, and then the quality on the comics in general have dropped too, because they're not making the money that they used to make on them. You know, you don't get the amount of fame because there's so few newspapers left, especially daily
exactly.
papers.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Just the way things are going at the moment, and the lack of action on the part of large publishers.
Yeah.
I just don't see comics lasting from those publishers. I can't see how in 10 years' time Marvel or DC or anybody like that are going to be publishing monthly titles. I just don't see it.
Well, I think they're at the point now where they don't care, and that the only time they will care is if they're losing money. That's why when DC got bought out, by
but again, unless
they went through accounting and started going, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's all very well, but these are still small figures compared to the
Very
massive
small.
Billions.
Yes.
I think I'd see them more likely to just say, well, just outsource them, or just don't do them at all. They're not worth it.
Well, they're at a point now where they consider them a necessary evil, because they're still milling the modern comics for more IPs. That's why Marvel is losing money now, is that they've stepped away from a lot of the old classic strips and characters, icons and tropes, and they're doing oddball characters and wondering why they're not making the money they used.
I can't see the superhero film lasting much longer, to be
Oh
brutally
no,
honest.
it'll always be around in form or another.
No, I mean
that for decades.
I mean the popularity of it. It's going to go. It's like westerns. Okay, yes, you still see westerns being made now. Okay, but not the way they were in the 50s.
Well, a lot of that too is the fact that they're shooting themselves in the foot as far as quality goes. When you have to pound your chest and boast that your writers, the writers that you have writing the movie, have no idea what the comic book was and never picked up a comic. When you're boasting about that, you got a problem.
Normies don't care. Normies just care about getting there.
Yeah, but
like
my
daughter went to see Ant-Man this week. Okay, she gives no shits about where Ant-Man came from.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She doesn't care about whether people are being true to the comics.
Right.
She doesn't care that the comics are shit at the moment. She went and saw Ant-Man with her mates, and she went, "Yeah, it was all right. It was a bit of a laugh." Okay. Yeah. That's the end of it. Yeah. All right. Superhero movies. Okay. Within that sort of thought, within looking at it from that perspective, are going to go away in the same way that westerns went away. Okay. Yeah. Same way that films like Porky's went away. Okay, like it comes in fads. I'm not saying they're never going to come back.
It comes in waves.
It comes in waves. Okay, now that is going to. Now, as it comes in waves, which we all know that will happen, all right, but that will have an effect. It'll have a direct effect, okay, because of that particular source material
Mhm.
on the way comics are published from mainstream. Okay, and I
Well,
just
again,
I think this
once
personally, I think this is an opportunity.
Mhm.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm
Mhm.
saying it's a positive opportunity because we talked about subscription services and
Yeah.
just where we're just shooting the breeze at the end of this podcast.
Mhm.
We talked about subscriptions and about this, that, and the other. I just think it's a blossoming time. I think it's a blooming time for comics.
Yeah.
I think it's time to show up
For the art
You know what I
form.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the art form, not for the
Exactly.
mainstream publishers.
Yep.
And I work for mainstream publishers. I work for whoever pays me.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
a hooer. I'll do whatever. I've got a pencil in my hand. I'm gonna do it. I'm not married to any particular ideology on this. I'm just saying the way that I see it is that I see positive opportunities for the art form right now because of the malaise that mainstream entertainment has got itself into.
Yeah. Yep. Marvis is just Jeff Lafferty's making a Western comic, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've
You'll see
seen
more
that.
of them as they come
It
out.
looks absolutely beautiful.
Jeff's amazing. Anyway.
Yeah. The whole thing with the superhero films is that I think what's really gonna die is the whole like multiverse cohesive group of movies that's going down the way of the dodo. Because the thing is like, Marvel and DC for all that matters. It's just not taking upon the fact that if you don't respect the source material, you lose the repeat viewing, and that's where the money
the whole point. Yep.
Yeah.
If I saw Iron Man 5 times.
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's how you make money, and that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like I saw Ant-Man, I went whatever. Like I was with friends from the gym. Hey, let's go see Ant-Man. You like comics? It's like, okay, let's go. I saw it once. I don't want to see it again. I haven't seen Wakanda Fever.
No.
Black Panther is not there.
No,
I don't want to see it.
I waited until it come up on Disney Plus.
No, it's on Disney Plus.
I didn't want to pay for it.
Is it
I don't wanna
right?
see it.
Is this just a rumor, or did I see it right? Because I've seen a couple of videos come up with this that Warner Brothers are licensing Justice League as a property to Amazon.
Nice.
No, they licensed the Batman cartoon that they canceled.
Yes. Yeah, I know that. I know they've done that.
Yeah.
But I saw someone say that they're talking about potentially Zack Snyder's Justice League coming back via Amazon as a completely separate entity to the DCU.
They might lease the movie out to them.
Yeah.
To show
That
on
wasn't what they were saying. That wasn't what they were saying.
Yeah,
That's
they're
been the
done
big
with the
thing
Snyder thing.
with Warner Brothers wanting to make money right now. They're taking a lot of their properties and farming them out to streaming services.
Exactly. They're done with the Snyder thing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that Amazon aren't done with it.
I think Snyder's done too. I mean, like,
again, it doesn't have to be Snyder that directs it. I'm just talking about like the way that it's been put together.
Yeah, I think if you go back and look at that article, they've probably have licensed the Justice League movie, maybe the Batman Superman movie, the darker Snyderverse movies over to Amazon for them to show on Prime for money.
Okay,
that's probably what it is. But they've got such a stranglehold now. They're debating whether or not to continue Superman and Lois, and their Gotham Knights is coming up in a couple of days on CW, and I hear that's a real train wreck.
Yeah, I heard that Superman and Lois might go to Netflix.
Yeah, I think Netflix is going to come in and buy the viewing rights for it. You know,
make another series. Make
another season or two out of it. Yeah,
that's just Zaslav being clever because that's how you make money.
He's just trying to make money right now.
Yeah.
He's got to make up for the billions that they've already lost.
Exactly. If I was in charge of Warner Brothers and DC, I would definitely consider licensing out because you do have a fan base for the Zack Snyder-esque stuff. Yeah. I would definitely think that was a good idea. See, you go make Batman. Because if you're going to say it's okay to have an animated Batman as completely separate to the DCU, then surely it's okay to have another version of Batman somewhere if somebody else is selling it. Yeah, it's not like they're fighting with Warner Brothers at the cinema.
Well, I think that's something I think that's something they're figuring out now with this multiverse messes that they're doing. Is that they don't have to adhere to one set one world's worth of Batman or Superman or whatever. You can do multiples and not worry.
Bizarrely, because of the whole sort of Elseworlds thing.
Yeah.
It actually fits better with DC Universe, but that and the way that I feel with the whole multiverse thing with Marvel within the MCU, within the cinematic version, not the
I think you're going to see that with Secret Wars. They're going to try to milk the last amount of money that they possibly can out of people.
I think it's useless. I don't think it works.
Whoever's left and is vital will be in that show that's left over from all of their previous incarnations.
I just don't think it works in film.
Yeah.
I just don't think it works as a way of binding movies together.
It'll only work for so long. They're only going to make so much money off of it. Then they'll make less money. Then they'll
it's
just
too
stop
confusing as an actual device to connect movies together. The only device they use it for is bad writing. It's a way of getting. It's like when people write time travel stories and they're written badly. It's just a way of getting you out of a dead end or saying, "Oh, and now this." Because of time travel or because of multiverses, which is completely different to an Elseworld situation where you just say all of these Batmen are different Batmans from different types, but they're never going to meet. You see, I know they're doing that in the Flash thing, but I think that's just a device to get them out of the situation that they're in.
And we'll see what originally the movie does. Yeah,
and originally it was a device in some way to have new characters come in and take the place of the old characters, and now they're just turning it around to kind of end what they're doing and move forward, probably in a way to try and get themselves sold again, to be honest.
To me, the poison pill is really like trying to capture lightning in a bottle again, because this whole multiverse thing worked with Marvel on phase 1, phase 2, all the way up to the end game. Awesome. Lightning in a bottle. Now this is like, no, this is a formula. No, it's not.
No, it's not. No,
and it's showing. It's showing.
No, it's a phenomenon. It's not a formula.
Yeah. I mean, that first set of films up to Endgame, apart from a couple of duff movies, they were great. It's just the whole thing, and there was an excitement building. And,
to me, that's like everything before Crisis and Heroes Reborn at Marvel and DC. To me, those are superhero comics. Everything after that are just bad substitutes.
Dodgy
them trying to explain a unified world is just BS. To me, I'd rather keep the Justice Society on Earth too. And have fun with that. Bring in Huntress and Power Girl over there. That's just me. And it's easy for me to keep it would have been easy before Crisis for them to keep the worlds apart if they wanted to. They figured out that mistake. That's why the multiverse is back again. So, Pedro, tell folks how they can find you.
Hey guys, I'm on Fund My Comic now, so you can find Tropical Magic's Second Chance and Fund My Comic. You can find me on the Twitters if you need any animation services for your trailers and any other thing you need animation from. I'm your guy. You can find me on Twitter at ngilla, and I'm here to work. Watch out for Waifus and Kaijus, my next project. Things are gonna move on 2023.
We'll run your Tropical Magics trailer as we go out the door.
Awesome.
Mitch, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me at Linktree down here /Celtic Cross Studios, where you can find basically everything: my web comics, online store, social media presence, everything. And don't forget, this Friday at 8:00 on Indie Comics Network, we're doing a launch party for the first issue of the Boger ongoing series. So, so you'll be there or be square.
Be there for that. Yeah.
Nice.
Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
So you can find me online. You can find me online in the square. You can find me online at russleach.com, and all the connections to all my social medias are there. You can sign up for my Instagram, pop a piece of art up there every day, even on Sundays sometimes. And you can also sign up for my email list so that you can keep abreast of all the information, all the projects that I'll be on. A new project is incoming. You can pick up Only Death Can Save Us anywhere, Amazon, Books A Million, Walmart, you name it, you can go get it. Book 2 is going out to backers next week, and after that, a re-edited version will be there, so you can get both Book 1 and Book 2 globally. You can find me in the pages of Batman at the moment. in the UK and Europe, and Doctor Who magazine as well. Some stuff coming up for that. So yeah, just find out all about that at russleach.com.
Cool. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on the usual places, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, things like that. You can go to Indiegogo and sign up for Hatch number 2, Hatch What's Up. Just type that in there, and that's the sign up stage. And if you sign up, you get the chance to win an original piece of artwork from Hatch. You can find me in Comics Unlimited, which is a 100-page bi-monthly or quarterly book, depends on how we get it done, about comics that I put out there. You can find that on Amazon, and you can also find me in the pages of this direct from me, which details my trips to see Jack Kirby and interview him and speak with him. And with that, you also get a DVD of me talking with him in his studio. You can find all my other books, science fiction books, all kinds of things on Amazon. And yeah, that's about it. So go to Indiegogo, sign up for this. 44 pages of Hatch doing crazy things, and go for the sign up now.
Cool. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find me this Friday morning at 5 a.m. along with Russ and Glenn and maybe a few others if they can wake up early enough, as we go through 2001: A Space Odyssey by Jack Kirby.
Oh.
Marvel Treasury Edition. Great,
Beautiful.
Lots of fun. Can't wait to show it off to you. You can find my work over here at aerocomics.store, where you can find such books as HeroBot Zero. Here's HeroBot Zero 2, with a cover by Mr. Scott Roseman, whoever he is. And Calico of Shard as well, a great fantasy book with artwork by C. Michael Lanning. There's HeroBot Zero #1 right there, and a superhero title called Paragon that I'm really proud of, that you have to read to believe, with great artwork by J.R. Harris there, as well as Revolt, which is an anthology book that there's a Hatch story in this. Revolt #2 has a great Russ Leach cover. There's a lot of fun and great reading in there. That's aerocomics.store. Make sure you go over there. We'll be back again also next Sunday for a Sunday Funnies again, 9 a.m. Sunday mornings over at the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com. Also Comics by Night, Friday mornings, 5 a.m. Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com. And we're archived over at the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel, so go over there and check us out. Deeply appreciate everybody being here today. Any last words from anyone?
Read comics.
Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours, as they say.
Yeah.
Telenovela comics. Somebody get on it.
There's an investor out there. We can write them.
Yeah.
Get it done. We'll get it done. Take care, everybody.
Elon, fund my comic.
Yeah.
Elon, talk to us.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
It's only a couple of million. We can get a comic book company that
Easy.
and take over this market like nobody's business. All right, everybody. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
Take care. We'll show a couple of videos on the way out the door. So enjoy yourself. Make sure you stop back by 8 p.m. Friday for the start of the Boger campaign. I'll be there. Mitch will be there. We'll see who else we can get there. But we'll talk about it then. We'll see you then. Everybody, take care. Have a great week.
See ya.
Have a question or comment for us to address on the show? Have a topic you want us to talk about? Email us at indiecomicsnetwork@gmail.com. Want your comics to arrive in pristine condition? Head over to GeminiComicSupply.com and save 10% on your next Gemini mailer order or anything in the Gemini Comic Supply store. Use coupon code RAGIN10. That's RAGIN 10.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
See, it started and then it stopped. I hit the button, it started and stopped.
Nice.
Go over and catch the Hybrids RPG over on Indiegogo and over at fundmycomic.com right now. So take a look at that. There's a couple of Arrow Comics tiers over there where you can pick up entire sets of Arrow Comics for a really low price and have that included in with those campaigns. So go over there and check that out. Hybrids RPG and over at Indiegogo and Fund My Comics. Take care, everybody.
Lockdown Games and Luke Stone Studios presents Hybrids, the role-playing game. This core rules to the new Base Plus 2 game engine allows you to design your own character and create your own homebrewed adventure, complete with charts, maps, and every resource needed to dive right into the Hybrids universe on your own, or continue where the quick play left off with a brand new module. Get caught up on the series with the Killing Field trade paperback, enhanced with creator commentary and behind-the-scenes information. This special edition gives you even more value in entertainment. All this and more on Indiegogo.
Look, everybody's entitled to be an idiot.